Hello and welcome. It is match 7 of 11 here at Moncton, New Brunswick's Fairlanes Bowling Center. My name is Greg Gouillart and I'm alongside Paul Grant here for Candlepin Bowling Network. Round 7-11 of the round robin competition. 2 divisions of 12 teams and top 5 seeds in each division advance. Top seed gets a first round bye, and of course 2 match points per string and 2 for total. Full description is available in the description. And Paul, who do we have?
All right, for Able Construction, we have Garrett Martin leading off, followed by Glenn Murphy, Ryan Cox, Billy Gillis, Mike Brown, who was the finalist in the World Singles the other day against defending champion Troy Fournier. For Avon Valley Lanes, Brett Adams, Trevor Gates, Hoagie, Ryan Hogan, Chris Curry with an IE, and Matt Pickram.
Gave up the ghost that I was entering the lineups as we went. Lane 13's on a delay right now, so we'll be slow out of the blocks here.
Well, that's my fault. I was too busy doing a schedule, the remaining schedule, all the other teams, while I was waiting for the lineups.
So in the standings right now, which are available on Fairlanes Bowling Facebook page, right now, Able Evolve is in 4th place and Avon Valley in 6th place. Remembering the top 5 advance to the next round.
We got some good ones today. We're going to be flexing our schedule after this match. We'll be going to lanes 15 and 16. In our final match, Maria Subs A-plus accounting on Division 1. We're covering Division 2 mainly all week. We're going to go cross over to 11 and 12 for A-plus and Maria Subs, our final match today. We'll flex tomorrow based on the outcome of today. We'll have a special guest later on. We're going to have, not right now, but we'll have Brady Yeaton here and a couple of Crystal Grande's kids, son and daughter, later on as a special guest. That'll be a lot of fun.
We had a lot of guests up here as well. We had Josh Daly and Mike Machichi join us when we covered Academy Lanes yesterday in their match against Harry's All-Stars. Academy Lanes holding serve. They currently hold the top seed in the right division. Drywall Concepts out of Maine in the left division. Academy Lanes are defending champions. A-plus accounting the champions last time they were here. Maybe, just maybe, we're headed on a collision course there.
We're still waiting for lane 13 to start, so
that's how it is. Maybe they'll start alternately on the other machine. We'll see.
Do you have the standings by any chance online?
I don't.
The screen?
Nope, don't have it in front.
All right, so let's go over Division 2 we're covering here. Academy Lanes 46 and 2 and 24-0 yesterday. Extra Lucky Lanes lost 4 yesterday, the last match. Excuse me, they're 40 and 8. Excuse me.
Oh dear.
6 out of first place. Outlaw Rides, a good day yesterday after a tough start. 32 and 16. They were 4th. They took 8 points over Able Evolve Realty. You see today it was 30 and 10. Able Evolve Realty here on lane 13 ends up at 30 and 18. 2 behind Outlaw Rides for 4th. Bayers Road Bowler slides into 5th. 25 and 23. Avon Valley Lanes was in the top 5 yesterday. They're 6th right now. 3 out of 5th right now, 22 and 26. So a crucial match for both these teams, especially Avon Valley Lanes, as the top 5 make the playoffs, each division. Spike's Chimney, still in the running, 22 and 26 like Avon Valley Lanes. Pinfall is the tiebreaker, no playoffs. It is a tie for seeding. Central Park Lanes, Brian Hatchetman, 20 and 28. New England Flooring, 16 and 32. Harry's All-Stars, 8 and 40. And Oakland Park, out of Rockport, Maine, Jason Kayla's team, 7 and 41. For Division 1, Drywall Concepts, 34 and 14. It's all bunched up. Fenway Academy 1 behind, 33-15. And Kingswood Bulletproof, 32 and 16. The unique thing about that, Greg, is all 3 had a chance to jump each other the last match. All 3 of those teams, Drywall Concepts, Fenway Academy, Kingswood Bulletproof, all went 6 and 2 in the last match. Maria Subs labored yesterday. They came on strong to win. They're now 28 and 20. They're 6 out of first place. Canada 5, 2 big wins yesterday to go to 28 and 20, including 8-0 sweep for A-plus accounting, who's dropped to 6. A-plus right now on the bubble on the outside looking in, 26 and 22. Wreck and Roll 2.64 and Team USA 22-26 still have a chance. Birchill Siding, who was 20 and 20 before losing 8 to Canada 5 that last match, 20 and 28 still in the running. Stars and Strikes 18 and 30. Graffam Flooring 13 and 35, and Massachusetts 12 and 36. We'll need some help and a lot of wins. Those are the standings right now. So the top 5 make the playoffs. 1 division bye for each top seed in each group. So right now, Drywall Concepts, if it holds up, Academy Lanes will get a 2-round bye to the semifinals Saturday afternoon.
Exactly right. The playoff format is the top 5 teams advance. The 5 and 4 seeds of one division have to cross over to the other side and face the 2 and 3 seeds, respectively, of the other division, while the number 1 seed waits for them all to duke it out, down to 1 team aside. Then the number 1 seeds duke it out in the semis, and then we have the grand final.
Well, Kingswood Bulletproof, if they stay third, they will not cross over to Kings.
13
Up to the right side.
Ha-ha!
I knew you'd like that one.
That was brilliant. 13 is
Brilliant.
13 is resetting right now. Here's hoping if all rat comes down, it does not.
We are on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. It's free to subscribe, never a charge. Candlepin Bowling Network, please subscribe, free, high definition, live instant replay up to 10 seconds on YouTube only. For live notifications, hit the bell icon after you subscribe so you don't miss a ball ever. We will sign off in between each match, including the playoffs. So please subscribe free and hit the bell icon after so you get notified for live action.
Abel and Avon are competitors right here. Abel rostering an combined average of 597 in this tournament of the 574 of Avon Valley, but got a few 120s on either side. Garrett Martin and Ryan Cox, 120 aside. Mike Brown, 126 at anchor. He was our star of the singles final on Monday. Brett Adams and Chris Curry, 120 themselves. And remember, substitutions are allowed before box 7 and not on a mark.
And I cannot get a signal on my phone last night at the Airbnb, and I can't very often. It's real slow. My 5G is out of room, it says.
I noticed that. I had to go onto the 3G as well.
I don't understand that one.
Well, we're all here, and maybe the 5G tower is just waking up in the morning or something like that.
Bob Lee and Duncan MacDougall have calls on lane 1 and 2. They're on YouTube only. Greg and I are on YouTube and Facebook today. They're on their side right now. They have their first match is Birchall's siding, the 9th seed against number 6 seed, A+ accounting. That's a big. If Birchall's side can take 8, they would sidestep A+. Later on, they have Team USA and Canada 5, and later on, they'll have Drywall Concepts and Graffam Flooring on lanes 3 and 4.
So it's not the streamer's right to impose on this, but I would strongly suggest to the bowling community to use the rule that, even on the poster here, but it's certainly in the ICBA rule book, even though we're not under the auspices of that. But when one machine breaks down, the idea is you go alternately on the other machine. If their patience starts running thin as well, they may wish to do that, but we'll leave that to them because it's a rule I seldom see implied, but I know a lot of bowlers get weary when they get delayed too much, so maybe, just maybe, they'll want to consider that.
All right, so later on today, our next match, we're going to be flexing after our regular coverage here in 13-14, where the finals will be Saturday afternoon. Later on today, Team USA, Canada 5, they'll be in lanes 15 and 16. Canada, is that right?
Canada 5 would be 11-12.
Yeah, 11-12 rather.
Because that would be us panning to the left of it.
Okay,
That's
hold
right.
on a second. Let me just get back to this here. I'm sorry, 12-15 for our coverage is Academy Lanes and Able Evolve Realty. So we'll see Able twice in a row. We'll see Academy Lanes, defending champs, number 1 seed, trying to lock it up today if they can, possibly. Not probably officially till tomorrow, but they'll take on Able Evolve, our second match here. Academy Lanes, a powerhouse. Our middle match today, right around 12:50, maybe 12:30 now, 1 o'clock the way it's going. And then later on, 3:30, around 3:30, give or take, we'll switch over to lanes 11 and 12. We'll go to Division 1 for the first time in our coverage. It will be A+, 5-time champion. Maria's former champions a couple of times too. With Bob Wickham won it twice in 1998 and 2008. There'll be A+ and Maria subs. That'll be a good one. Maria's right now the 4th seed.
I'm sad amid our coverage. Did I interrupt your read? I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, you're fine.
Academy and Exeter's Lucky Strike are both undefeated. They've won all their total pinfall comparisons to this point, which I believe is a boast no other team has at this point in the proceedings. That's on the right division. Sadly, they'll be on lanes 19-20, and I can't pan over there, but maybe the TikTok ladies on @Candlepin Bowling will be able to help out with that. I see a rig there, so maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to have someone's phone on that, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to help out with that, or be able to show you that or point you in the right direction. Fall standings are available at Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook. Donald, you're asking on Facebook. Thank goodness. So go to Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook. Fairlanes, all one word, of course. Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook for the full standings. They've posted it here. Thanks to the Wood family for doing that.
We'd like to use some of the remaining schedule while we're waiting for the lanes to start. So Bayers Road Bowlerama has moved into 5th place, we talked about earlier. So let's recap again. Academy Lanes in first place, sole possession, 46 and 2. 40-8 Extra Lanes Lucky Strike. Outlaw Rides 32-16. Able Evolve Realty 30-18. Bayers Road Bolorama 3 pins ahead of the 6th place Avon Valley Lanes. Bayers Road 25-23 with 5 matches to go. Today they have Exeter, a tough matchup. They got the Hatchetmen and they got Able Evolve, the 3rd match today. Tomorrow they get Academy Lanes and Avon Valley Lanes. They got a tough schedule still. Yeah. Avon Valley Lanes has Able Evolve Realty here now. Then they got Exeter and Academy back-to-back today. That's a brutal schedule. Tomorrow you got the Hatchetmen and Bayers Road to wrap it up.
By the way, I just saw a sweet shot that Matt Buffalo Nichols just made on lane 15. And while we're waiting here, I might as well replay it. Lane 15 is the one in blue just to the right here. And you see him in the red shirt take aim at what appears to be the 410 and send the wood off the red line. Good to know the replay machine is up and running. Thanks, Buffalo Nichols, for testing that out for us.
Outlaw Rides has Spikes Chimney, Oakland Park, and Central Park Lanes today. They got a more favorable schedule. They already played Academy and Exeter. Tomorrow they got New England Flooring and Harry's All-Stars. By seeding, they got the easy path to maybe move up, possibly, and keep number 3 at least. Outside chance of 2. They're 8 behind Exeter, 14 behind Academy. More than likely, the only chance they have is against Lucky Strike. But they should stick that 3 spot, you'd think, at least, minimum, and stay in this right room. And they will play the 4th seed on the other side, which currently is Maria Sub. That'd be a tough first-round matchup. They would lock and change between now and then. So it'll be 2-5, 3-4 in the playoffs. Teams 4 and 5 cross over to the other side of the lanes.
Yeah. We got some pinfalls as well. We did the pinfall averages. Team Lucky Strike has the highest with a 123.6 average. They are currently 2nd in the right room to Academy Lane's 120.7. And what's most interesting about that is it's such an echo of the Friday Night Pro League last year when Team Central 3 is Academy, basically a lot of crossover there, and Team Exeter, now Exeter's Lucky Strike, a lot of overlap between those teams. The team now known as Lucky broke their hearts on the last day, not just in the last week of the regular season, but also in the last week of the playoffs. And I'm wondering if on that round 11 of 11 matchup that is going to take place on 19 and 20 at the very end of the round robin, maybe, just maybe, that showdown is going to have even more weight than it already does right now.
Spikes Chimney, outside edge looking in right now. They're still in the running. Right now, they are the 7th seed in Division 2. Outlaw Rides today, Exeter and Harry's. Tomorrow, Central Park Lanes, Oakland Park. Able Evolve Realty, Avon today. We'll see Academy with the next match again. Bayers Road, Bolorama. Not an easy schedule today. Tomorrow they have Exeter and then the Hatchetmen. So not an easy schedule to get by for sure. I wonder if we should switch over to one of the other lanes for Greg for now. Kingswood and Graffam Flooring, or well, we can just stay here and go over the stats, I guess.
We'll be able to switch over there in a moment. Sorry, now I'm just looking at my stream. It should be fine. I'm not sure why it's... Yeah, you're all here. Already 100 of you.
Thanks for your
looking
patience.
on longingly at lane 13.
Well, let's go over the remaining schedule for Drywall Concepts. They're number 1. So let's go over Division 1. Drywall Concepts 34 and 14. 1 behind Fenway Academy in the finals last 2 years. Runner-ups 33 and 15. 2 out of first. Kingswood Bulletproof 1 behind Fenway Academy. Kingswood Bulletproof 3-time world champions 32 and 16. They're in the semifinals here 2 years ago. Maria Subs 28 and 20. Canada 5 28-20. The pinfall difference is 37 pins, which is the tiebreaker. They're over 100 pins behind on the last match yesterday, and they gained some ground as far as that goes. So don't count Canada 5 out. Can they lock out A-plus accounting, who's 2 out of 5th at 26 and 22? So Drywall Concept schedule today is Stars and Strikes, Kingswood Bulletproof, and Graffam Flooring. Tomorrow they have A-plus and Birchall Siding. Fenway Academy, the 2 seed. Team USA today, Stars and Strikes, and Canada 5. That'll be the toughest match today on paper. Wreck and Roll tomorrow in Mass H. They have a favorable schedule overall. Fenway has the easier path to number 1, I would think. Kingswood has Graffam today, Flooring, Drywall Concepts, Birchall Siding. Tomorrow they got 2 tough ones. Kingswood, Maria Subs, and A-plus accounting. So they have a tough schedule. They've got 3 or 4 tough ones, 3 anyway, tough ones, and 1 challenging one. Maria Subs has Drywall Concepts today, Birchall Siding, and A-plus on another tough schedule. Well, that final match today with A-plus Maria's on lanes 11 and 12 on our field with Greg and myself. Kingswood Bulletproof has a tough path too in some ways. They have Graffam today, Drywall Concepts, Birchall Siding, We just mentioned, oh yeah, I just mentioned that. Maria's subs, Nate. Okay, I already mentioned them. Let's go to Maria's rather. Here, Drywell's today,
Yeah, sure.
Birchill, 8. Yeah, we mentioned that just now. A+ account, and then tomorrow they got Graffam, Kingswood on lanes 1 and 2, and then Graffam. Canada 5, Wreck and Roll today, Team USA and Fenway Academy, or Fenway, and then Mass Age and Lucky Stars and Strikes, Stars and Strikes tomorrow. One more team, A+ accounting, Birchill's today, Graffam and Maria's. We'll have that match later on 11 and 12, our third match today. And tomorrow they have Drywell Concepts in Kingswood. So they got a tough schedule also.
Sorry to meet you partway through that. You're good.
And Birchill's right now sitting in ninth, but they've got game, so we'll see what they can do. A tough schedule, so not looking good for them schedule-wise, but you never know. They've won some big ones too already, but they're still furiously trying to fix lane 13. 24 lanes here in this room. The right side are synthetic lanes, I believe, right? For their leagues, I believe. Right, party room. So
36 in all. I'm not as familiar, I confess. I bowled on them once with Dan Castle when we were here last time in
I wonder
2023.
if they moved into the other room if that happened. That'd be strange. We couldn't switch our coverage if that's the case. But we're only on lanes 13 and 14 for this one shift today.
In an absolute emergency, I suppose, but obviously, maybe, just maybe, the fix is just known and it's just a particularly time-sensitive one. Not sure if there's any mechanics who can shed light on it.
Maybe you can talk to Dave. Maybe you can talk to Dave Barber and Doug Black and the guys here too about that afterwards.
They're probably a bit busy. Is Doug Blackler on a roster? Davey and Dave are, obviously. Davey Somerton, the other name we haven't mentioned. Not today, anyway.
Candlepin Bowling Network's presentation of 2025 ICC World Championships, International Candlepin Championships are on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Paul Grant, Gregory are live. We have a slight delay. You could say a lane delay, not a rain delay, a lane delay.
Yep.
Although it's raining outside. 13 is being stubborn right now. They're trying to fix it. They do a great job here. The staff, wonderful, top to bottom here at Fairlanes. And good to see the youth program back here on Saturdays after years not having after COVID.
AYB is back.
Yes.
We've been long awaiting more of those blue pennants, which are now more or less out of camera view. You still see the tails of them there. I need to make some B-roll footage of that at some point.
Amateur youth bowling.
And Fairlanes Moncton had a lot of championships there. The houses flew the banners with pride. That's the word.
Yeah, so again, patience. That's weird for lane 13 to start.
Yeah. I did plant the idea in a couple of bowlers about going alternately on the other lane, but I would also not do it, for example, with the mechanic there on 13, of course. No one's going to send a ball there. But
Well, get a moment. I want to thank the fans and all the people who have donated to the Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity founded by Hall of Famer Al Johnson in the 2023 class. We've paid out a record $31,500 to date this year, a record more than double any other year, and over $103,500 overall. Do your part. Help a bowler going through a hard time going through cancer treatments by going to candlepins4cancer.com. Candlepins4cancer.com. It's a 501c3 charity. Donations via Venmo. If you don't have Venmo or you want to send a check, you can do so. You can find the address on the website to send a check to Candlepins FOR Cancer at Candlepins4cancer.com. Also, 2 upcoming roll-offs you can sign up for at Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts, 11 High Street, downtown, beautiful Amesbury. Go to Candlepins4cancer.com. Open scratch roll-offs, January 2026. Multiple shifts available. Candlepins4cancer.com.
my spatial awareness is so terrible. The Gouillart bowling with the Gouillart on YouTube, by the way. You should check them out. They're speculating maybe a spring broke as well, which would be the thing that releases the pins on reset. We saw the pins clatter in a heap, for example, which might have been part of it. So you see a lot of tightening down there, and that might have been part of it. Obviously, we've had a number of pins as well. The fingers were also separately having some issues with the pins as well. So tough. Doug Blackler's on Bears Road more as a non-bowling captain, most likely.
The other roll-off is March 7th, 2026, a one-day roll-off, our first 10-stringer, sponsored by Candlepins for Cancer. One-day event, 10 strings, 2 shifts. You can bowl your Mini Easter Classic that day if you want, 10 o'clock a.m. and 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, obviously. That's a high-flying roll-away lanes in Ware, Massachusetts, W-A-R-E. Ware, Massachusetts. That place is faster than Millis, according to Mike Ramparato, and I've been there 2 or 3 times. He's right.
There's a debate between that and Bolorama Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Some might put this house up as well. The pins were flying during singles, for example.
Newport Entertainment Center, NEC in Newport, Maine. Kai Hunt Bowl, same thing. So that's going to be March 7th, Saturday, one day only. Register at Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com. Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com. Again, donations via Venmo as well. Thank you very much.
Just trying to find the high average on this.
We'll go with some of the teams also, some of the teams' top averages.
I'm not sure if I'm blind. I can't find the high average.
How about Tyler Richester, the young gun, in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class A Northern Conference of Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass, threw a 182 in his first World Appearances this week, and a 441 series, a 182 single, and a 442 stunner.
Outdone
awesome.
only by Brad Stewart on 443.
And Freddie Toffmeyer has a Toffelmeyer has a 421. Other single notables beside Tyler's 182, Brad Stewart 171, Tim Jim and Java, the Family Academy 171 also. Division 2, Andy Babineau 171, Ryan Cox we'll see here today, and this, if we ever get going here, 168, Calvin Locke 163, Garrett Martin at 163, and Jimbo Ayotte joins the 163 party also, when he's not flipping 7 pins around. Garrett Martin for Andy Babineau, Series 427, Garrett Martin 422, Ryan Jenkins, Ryan Cox we see here, 421 for series so far. That's in Division 2. High score scratch series, Able Evolve Realty. How about 1971? Not the year, that's pinfall. Extra Lucky Strike 1952, Academy Lanes 1916. Those are pretty good numbers.
That was such a hilarious highlight of Jimbo Ayotte just taking out the... So he took out the 4-pin. Well, you can watch it for yourself. I think Nico Puhar, our social media manager, titled it, "What did Jimbo just do?" And you see that 4-pin take a hike. Duncan misidentified him as Jeff Surrett, and I think that's a pretty understandable reaction. I remember the candle spin bowling video where Jeff Surrett made a whirling dervish shot for a spare during the Friday Night Pro League. And he gave that same look back of like, what just happened? Even though these guys are formidable bowlers. This game surprises even them sometimes as well.
Had I known, I could have gone to Tim Hortons today.
I guess so. You know, we
got
were
at 8:15, and if this would have happened, I could have gone there instead. But nope.
Hey, thanks for getting the lineups for me. Here we are, as we have
last minute. We had to scramble to get the lineups last minute, then we're delayed. So we're still waiting for lane 13 to fix. They're working feverishly at it.
Yeah.
The staff here has just got to be really highly recommend the staff. They're just really good.
They do such a great job with all 36 of the machines here, and, you know, the machine broke down during practice. And that's the other reason I would recommend the bowl alternately on the other machine rule past a point where I would agree. Say, because it would also take anxiety off the poor pin sitter. I think that is Jeff, who's, you know, a 25-year employee here at Fairlanes as well. And, you know, he doesn't need to be, like, you know, burdened with, you know, we're here to have fun. It's serious international tournament at the same time, but still, we want to be able to not direct all that ire, which is a lot of testosterone and a lot of energy directed at the pins. We don't want to direct it at them after all, even though I know the bowlers are champing at the bit to get going. Champing at the bit, not chomping at the bit, if I recall, to get going here.
Bob Lee, Duncan MacDougall, do have a call on YouTube only on Candlepin Network if you want to switch over to that one. They're on lanes 1 and 2. And we're going to keep you alive as you wait for this to start, this lane delay.
I apologize. Did you mention the Agawam 9-pin? Patrick's reminding.
The Agawam 9-pin is going to be December 14th.
Right.
That is not on the candlepinforcancer.com website. That's on the Agawam Facebook page. You can register at their Facebook page, Agawam Bowl, I believe, or contact Agawam Bowl for more information. That's December 14th. There'll be 2 shifts, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Candlepin for Cancer will sponsor $500 to the prize fund, and we donate money to bowlers tournaments to raise money for our charity like the United Way does for the NFL. So we give $500 back. We do a couple of 50-50 raffles. We get lemon drops. We get shirt sales and open donations. We make more of that back to help families out. So the centers win, the bowlers win, the charity wins, the family wins. Everybody wins with Candlepins for Cancer.
And Candlepins for Cancer has also helped out our streams as well. Obviously, a lot of the equipment you see here on our broadcast is also used on our live shows. So we really have Al Johnson to thank, and of course you, Paul, for being the one to inspire everyone to, a lot of people to donate as well. And because of that, over $100,000 U.S. given to families, and also the ability to promote the game better by just showing the bowlers in a better light, which reminds me, I was going to up the bandwidth on this thing.
Several in Canada also as well, even recently one in Canada here as well. But yeah, so Al Johnson's mission is to promote Candlepin bowling. Candlepin Cancer is to promote Candlepin bowling. And by doing so, we help families by raising money for our charity. And I want to shout out to the kids. The Mixed Up Graduates rematch with Mike Moore and Greg Gouillart and myself. Mike Moore returns, special guest star. That's Sunday, December 21st at 2 p.m. That'd be a good one. 4 and 4, 2 men, 2 women. They're going to go to the other room, I guess, huh?
Are they now?
All right, they're going in the other room. So we're going to have to switch over, Greg, now.
All right, sounds good. So they're going to take a hike over to the other pair of lanes.
Now, do we stay on and cover the other matches, or do we get the Central Park lanes? And we could go to Graffam Flooring and Kingswood over here if you want to 11 and 12. We're not able to do lane, and that's the good news. We're not 13-14 anyway after this match. So 11, 12, 15, 16, the rest of the way.
So 11, 12, let's call an audible here. So that's
yeah, Corey Smith, we got you, Corey. I told him we're going to cover you. Don't worry about it. We'll get. We're getting help with the scores though because we can't see them. Yeah, very good.
I can take the photo of the standings here.
So we're going to switch our schedule on the fly. So bear with us. There'll be Graffam Flooring out of Bolorama in Sanford, Maine, taking on Kingswood Bulletproof. Kingswood right now is the 3 seed in Division 1. So 2 Division 1 matches on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network, and we're on Facebook as well. Taking on Graffam Flooring, the 11 seed and the 3 seed. And this is a tough test for Graffam to try to get back in contention. There's some talented bowlers, Scott Lapierre, Steve Poulin, Jeff Bugia. Some outstanding bowlers. All right, I'm going to do the live audible for now. Steve Poulin on lane 12, slips left, gets the 4-7-8. We'll get the updated scores as soon as we can. We'll take a picture of all the scores. As Greg feverishly will change the lineup and put this all in. We're putting the pressure on Corey Smith. So a setback for our broadcast in a sense. Thanks, Corey. So a setback start to our match, Corey. He's punching the number. He's tuning us out. I don't know if he could hear us.
Well, he's out of focus at the match at some point. Really, really appreciate him coming in here.
Yep, so we got Kingswood Bulletproof now and Graffam Flooring. Our first match today. So Angle came into the left. And Greg gets the pin cam all set up there. A little more to the right, maybe. I think it's maybe a little more pan left, Greg. You see that left channel possibly? Maybe a pan over a little more.
Yep.
Thank you. It's a great job you do. I couldn't do this stuff at all. I have no idea. I only need a 3,000-hour class, probably.
Oh, phooey.
That's pretty good.
My time's not that valuable. All right.
All right, J.J. Trigney, a very good bowler. A six-pack, check his ID. We'll get the scores up just a moment. It's hard to see. It's smudged scores. Manual scoreboard. Stencil pen. Just missed the one for a spare.
30 to...
Now, I'm going to go get the lineups, Greg, if you want, in the meantime.
Sure.
Bear with us here.
Looks like Graffam Flooring is ahead in the early going. We'll see in a second. So bear with us, folks. This broadcast will be a little... I'm going to even just... There we go. Excuse us a moment. We'll take a commentary timeout, but enjoy the sounds of the lanes while we do that.
Devin Brooks.
Kingswood on the right side, it would be.
On the right.
Wait, no, they're on the left.
Devin Brooks, real deal. Jamie, Jamie.
I'm going to have to put it on the right. That's okay. I can't do it. Oh, that's tedious now. No, it's fine. I have an idea. Devin Brooks, who?
Chris McGrady, MC, capital Grady.
That's, whoa. No, sorry. Jamie Boyle. Third is Chris McGrady.
McGrady, MC, capital Grady. Justin Jones got a 1 box. He didn't throw the ball because he pulled himself out. Chris got it on now. Corey, C-O-R-E-Y Smith. For Graffam Flooring, Steve P-O-U-L-I-N, J.J. Turigny, T-O-U-R-I-G-N-Y, Jeff Ugia, E-U-G-G-E-H-L-I-J, Chris Kastner, put on Cass, Scott Latia, want to put on Cass?
Good call.
Can you picture the scores now?
Wait for me. That is best you can. Yes, please. Watching them as well. Pass took a 10. Stand by. I'm catching up. Yeah, I'm doing. I'm doing very well. I'm not just panicking now. I'm feeling confident.
You're doing a great job. Thank you. I'll give one the picture here, okay?
here who splits. Does he? Maybe. Alright. Alright. A moment. I'm catching up. 1 second. I'm gonna wait for this box. I'm gonna double check it. So 256. Right, these are for spares. 64. Okay, 41. I just copied those in. I don't know if Scotty's sending this. That's gonna be a tricky one. Oh, you beauty. That's not gonna go. All right.
That's 54-4, right? 54-4 to start.
All right, you got a 9? Okay. And then, oh shoot, what was that? Now I've lost the score, I'm sorry. Forgot to get this square filled.
That score flash up was backwards, folks, by the way. Graffam appears ahead, actually.
Let me just, 7 and 10. This is for the out. Drop here, perfect 10 in the eagle. 10 for Yep, got that. I'm just going to verify here. If we will hop up here, yeah.
All right, welcome back. This is Devin Brooks mowing down 9 on his spare fill. Yeah, Graffam Flooring has the early lead in this one. And stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by. Almost there, folks. I think we're about to have a broadcast. Poulin's got a bundle of 5 that eventually goes down for Brooks, so he's got 19 in another. As Kingswood tries to get back in this match, and Poulin just wide. I have to get the names backwards.
Sorry, our first match was moved to the other room because the lane delay for like 15, 20, 30 minutes. So they went to the other side of the room. So we're on lanes 11 and 12 now. Our scheduled match at Avon Valley Lanes, Able Evolve Realty, unable to cover that. So we're covering the number 3 seed in Division 1, Kingswood Bulletproof 11 seed, Graffam Flooring of Sanford, Maine. And Devin Brooks, the real deal for Kingswood Bulletproof, the 3-time champions, the number 3 seed in Division 1, trying to move up today. On lane 12, the bonus is 4.
15 pins minus a mark, and Brooks fills 4, though, so the lead for Graffam is 11. Poulin jumping 7.
8 left, 6, 10 right. Interesting wood, all angled towards him. Have to cap and gown it.
I'll try and change colors in a sec.
Brooks just missed right. Right side, 3 right, 5 left. Left side, 4 right, 7 left. Poulin, good try, won't go. We're on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and Facebook today. Free to subscribe, never a charge, high definition. Like and follow us on Facebook as well. Brooks takes an 8. 89 through 8 for the real deal. Poulin a 10. That puts him at 91 through 8. 345, 332. Graffam Flooring needs to get some wins in a tough schedule here for them as well. Right now they're up 13 and 1 mark for each side. They've got a strike. Kingswood is a spare. Second bowl is a 5. Jamie Boyle for Kingswood Bulletproof, 64 through 6. Has strike 8 back in the second. He spins 4. J.J. Trigney, no marks, pinning great, 56 through 6. A chance for the 2 and 4. Wood to the right.
Oh, Boyle nestled Wood between the 2 and the 8, and he does not take it out. Trigney's got a chance here with a 2-pinner, and the Wood takes it. The man who qualified for the singles with a great average. He gets a spare. Boyle settles for 9.
I got to shuffle through my notes as we go through. Jamie Boyle, 73 through 7. 5 straight without a mark. Kingswood always in the running. Kingswood Bulletproof is a software company. Kingswood Bulletproof.
Bulletproof is a software company.
Kingswood's a bowling center. Right.
The one in Fredericton. Former host of the Worlds, maybe future one. I wish.
The one you bowled at earlier this year, right? You visited this year earlier, right?
I went to the Kingswood and I went to the Drone by Trailway. Both in Fredericton. I think there's another one in Fredericton. I think a historical society has preserved it, but I've forgotten its name.
In between the pipes. JJ, good second ball, flies over the bucket of 5, and Campbell caught the bucket shot.
All right.
The gentleman that just came here a little while ago talked to me before he went back on the air live, said, I'm the one that told you about that bucket shot.
Should have been a 3-fill, so, okay, so, yeah, and then he has 5 more pins, and he takes a 6-box, unfortunately, to the 8.
So 75 for JJ, tough break there. Jamie Boyle, 8, 81 through 8. Kingswood trails by 15, 1 mark apiece.
Hopefully I got that score correct. Apologies if I didn't, but we'll check it later. I'll check it after 8 boxes, just like I usually do. Get back in the saddle. Settling in here, folks. Thank you very much for your patience while we make the adjustment.
Corey Smith lobbied for us to cover this match, and it was the higher seed, and we're going to do it anyway. So, Corey, even though you lobbied for it, I already decided we're going to cover you anyway. Just for the record, okay, Corey? Yeah. Corey's a fun guy.
They do lobbying up here, huh? No, oh. At least they know how to dissolve Parliament when necessary.
Here's Chris McGrady for Kingswood Bulletproof. And Jeff Gouillart has a 218 high single. Chops 2 behind, 2-4 in the 10. Kingswood not up to par yet. It's early. First of 3 matches today. Every day, 3 matches through Saturday, including the playoff finals. First round starts tomorrow afternoon, just after 3:30 or so, 4 o'clock give or take. McGrady bounces 2 for 9, 67 through 6, had a spare 5 to start, and a 6 after that. Nothing since, but pinning well, 4 9s in the 10. A 10 to get 1 back. Jeff Gouillart, 83 through 8 after the strike 9. I think we're all caught up pretty much, Greg.
Pretty much. Maybe I could change the title here as well.
Now Kingswood has 1 spare to number. They're down 25 here in the first of 3. 2 points a win for a string, 1 for a tie, 2 for total. And you split the points if they tie the total, obviously, as well.
The one good thing is after 6 matches, we could mathematically cover everyone, so everyone's been on our stream now. Or Bob Lee and Duncan MacDougall stream for the left division.
Yeah, we did that through yesterday anyway. Now we're going to flex schedule the rest of the way. Pretty much.
Right.
Oh, what a shot for a strike. He got it.
I think you'll find that 9-pin budged off for Gouillart, and then he got it down anyway.
Reverse 9 to 5. 5 goes to 9. His second strike the last 3. 93 plus 2 of the 8 for Jeff Gouillart. McGrady, spare. 77 of the ball through 8. Now they're starting to heat up.
So take another look here as the machines reset. And yes, that 9-pin got bumped forward before it got bumped backwards. A wacky way for a standard hammer.
Chris McGrady, a former bowler for A+ accounting.
Graffam flooring in good position here with 14 boxes remaining to possibly take some points up here. 2 per string and 2 for total.
McGrady slips on the spare. He gets 8.
That's
Big
right.
break.
That's right, or it should be.
That's Ryder, yep.
Miss IDing.
He won the singles knockout here last year, actually, in 2024. Came in the semifinals this year also. Troy Fournier won at Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Good for him. Right, a high piece of wood in front, trying to knock it down for spare. He does. Back to back, 58 through 6, 68 the ball through 7. And Chris Kasnave, we call him the Kaz man. Kaz, great guy, 1-3-10. Had a spare 3 to start, all 9s and 10 cents, pretty good. 9-10, 9-10, 10. And now a 9, 70 through 7 at the minimum. And now Kingswood Bulletproof. 2 marks to 1 on their side, down 16.
Just 3 bonus pins, but he's hanging on to them very well.
This was Flex last moment after lanes 13 and 14 broke down. Now 13 looks to be fixed now, but for now we're staying here. I believe they'll stay in the room the rest of the way, I would think, Greg, the whole match over there, I think now, in fairness.
We'll see.
3-6 right, 4 left, a tough split. 7 to the fill for Ryder. They'll try to give it a ride. 75 through 7. Same thing the other side with Wood behind the 4. How often do you see that? Side by side. Ryder picks out the 6. 3 right, 4 left. And what a try that was. Deontay Pin won't carry. 6 right, 4 left for Kaz.
Ryder takes an 8.
83 through 8.
And Kaz picks 1.
79 through 8. 411, 401, 10-pin lead for Graffam Flooring, looking for the seeding upset. Points they need to move in to the top 5. They got a ways to go and need some help.
Kingswood actually have more marks right now, but they're losing out on pinning right now. Graffam's only left 23 standing, and I mentioned Kaznave only losing 3, but Lapierre's only losing 1. They're pinning. They're losing only 3/4 of a pin per no-mark frame. That's a huge gain for Graffam.
Yes, Mr. Setback himself, Corey Smith, wills down the 4-7. He's got a chance, 3-6-10. Here's Scott Lapierre, 207 high single. Soft hit there, look at that one. That's a strange one.
I guess the 3-pin didn't want to get out of bed.
Now you made me yawn. It's funny how that works.
Yeah, it's a social contagion.
He missed the 3. The Wood coming back, but won't get there. It's kind of stopped short behind.
Yeah, hit the emergency brakes.
Yes.
Smith's been pinning well, too. He's only lost 2. But the pinning is 13 in favor of Graffam Flooring, and that's why they lead in the string.
Corey's third 10 in a row after a spare 7 and a spare 6 to start. 81 through 7. And 8 for Scott Lapierre, 89 through 8. He had 2 spare 7s to start. A couple of 10s after that, 9, 10, 8 since then. Now the lead is down to 8 with 1 mark for each side. Graffam Flooring holding on to the lead.
Usually marks and fills decided, but every now and again, pinning can outright tilt a match.
There's that bucket shot they call in Canada, the Canadian bucket shot.
Or can make it close. Lapierre a 3-1 split. I'll take photos of the scores after this to make darn sure I've got it all.
Corey Smith for Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada his whole life. 123 average, 129 peak for a season. Spare! There goes the bucket. He kicked the bucket, you could say. He's still alive. 91 the ball through 8. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. Scott Lapierre, 3 in the 10, mini split. It's makeable. Can he get it? He gets a field goal instead. Not happy with that. It's Nate anyway.
Yeah, it's tilting pins as well, by the way.
89 through 8, back-to-back 8s, and here comes Kingswood Bulletproof now. They have 2 marks to 1, and they're only down 6. We got a virtual tie, folks. What else is new? And we get back to the top of the order. Steve Poole on the right, out of Bollarama in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And Devin, the real deal, Brooks for Kingswood Bulletproof. Poole flops 8. 6 goes down. It's the 1-3 chance. Back to lane 11. Brooks, look at this one. 4 horsemen and a triangle. Greg doing a great job getting us here on the stream after our first match was changed due to a lane breakdown after 20 or 30 minutes. Poulin trying to connect for a spare. He missed it. Bulls aren't as active so far. They're still waking up. We'll get louder as the day goes on, especially tomorrow and Saturday when the playoffs start. Poulin, a Paul Grant special, missed the second shot completely, making the third. Not a good time for that. 10. 101 through 9, back-to-back 10s. Had a spare strike 9, this third and fourth blocks.
You got to put in the work if you want to get to the big blockbuster show later on.
Brooks a 9, 98. That's 98 through 9.
That's Candlepin bowling to a tee. It's not always flashy, but it's important every pin and every ball of the way.
Poulin, right side, 4 horsemen. This time, no triangle as 10 fell down. 6 right, 9 left and back. In front is the 1, 2, 4, 7.
Scores confirmed.
And Devin Brooks sets him up with a 6-10 chance. 7-pin lead for Graffam Flooring. Down a mark. Poulin, what a shot for a spare! Nico highlight reel, that's not easy. Brooks denied, and now it's 2 marks apiece.
And Graffam Flooring leads.
By 7.
Yes.
1-1-1 on the ball in the 10th for Steve Poulin. Devin Brooks a 9. 107, disappointing start. That's not the real deal, Devin. Comes down to the Pro Series also. This past season. Steve Poulin trying to fill it big. His team's up 8 right now, plus this. It's a good ball. It's 8. Nice finish, 119. His father, Mike Poulin, nominated for the Hall of Fame class 2027 by Gary Duffett. 16-pin lead for Graffam Flooring. They have 1 strike. Kingswood Bulletproof has 2 spares. They're testing the number 3 seed.
See Mike on many Channel 50 Stars and Strikes show.
Jamie Boyle on the left. JJ Trigney on the right. JJ 75 through 8. 1, 8, wobbling 9, 10.
Trigney 16th place in singles qualifying. And a
Boyle
hammer.
bongs away, baby, strike. 91 plus 2 in the 9th.
They needed that. They were really only down a mark. Wait a second. I think this match is tied unless we get a response here.
What a shot for Trigney. Oh, the 9 won't go. Great effort on a tough shot.
And I think Kingswood has virtually tied the match.
Yes. What else is new? 10 for JJ Trigney. 85 through 9. Bowls in the Friday Night Pro League for Riverwalk Lanes. Mark Ritchie's team. Great co-owner of Riverwalk Lanes, Melissa Ritchie. Home of the Candlepins for Cancer Open Scratch Roll-Offs, January 2026. Register Candlepins number 4 at cancer.com. Trigney in the pocket. He gets 8. The 4-7 go down. 6-10 chance. Woodard's angle makes it a little tricky. Jamie on a strike. 1, 2, 4. As the 4 hobbles. 9 wiggles back right. 10 far right. On a strike. JJ, tough break.
Sticks grabbed by Boyle on the strike fill, so 8 more, and that is part of how Kingswood is going to get back in this.
9's a wild. 9-9-9. 99 through 9 here in the first of 3 strings.
And it's +1 pin to Kingswood as they try to close this pinning gap, which is now down to 10 for Graffam Flooring.
108 for Jamie Boyle, 93 for JJ Trigney.
And now Kingswood has 2 extra marks all told in this string, which means they now lead.
473, 466. Like Greg said, Kingswood 2 marks to 1. 2 spares, Graffam 1 strike.
Sorry.
Our scheduled match for Avon Valley Lanes Able Construction. Unable to cover that because of a lane breakdown. They're in the other room now.
Tie match.
Yes, we've got a good one here.
McGrady does have to fill to maintain the tie.
Jeff Ogier on a strike. Chris McGrady on a spare. He gets 7.
That's fine.
8. 3 flops down. 1 in the 10. Wood a bunch.
Remember to keep an eye on the yellow numbers on the Canadian smudges to the right of the scoreboard. That gives you the true context of the lead.
85 through 8. Bougier 8 on his strike. 101 through 8. They match the box. 7-pin lead for Graffam. Down a mark to Corey Smith. The only mark on the board, either side.
We're off angle, but I think the wood all goes if the head pin is hit.
He missed it. Want to miss right, if anything.
Maybe the double wood deflects, and maybe we'll see it on ball 3.
Chris McGrady, tall right-hander. And that is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. Never a good time for that.
Not a good time for that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
1. Chris McGrady, rather, not Jamie Boyle. Chris McGrady, 10, 95 through 9.
Unless I've mis-ID'd, but.
No, I got my notes all shuffled because I had to get these out quickly on the fly. Bougier, look at this one. A little better than we thought after all that. 2 wobbling 5-7. 2-8 shot there. The half Worcester, dreaded half Worcester. For Chris McGrady. The final box of the first of 3.
A lot of pressure coming up on Corey Smith's spare fill.
First of 3 matches every day this week through Saturday. Bougier with the wood. Well, he got the pin instead. He couldn't get the 7. McGrady, good second ball. 4-7, 6 right. It's close, close, close. For the first 2 points. Bougier missed right for a 9. 119, opening string. 8, for Chris McGrady, 103. Disappointing string.
Yeah, lost a couple pins there on the end, so that'll be tough with the $6 and everything. But 7 pins minus the Corey Smith spare coming up.
And the average spare fill 6.5, so basically at a virtual tie. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network, 8.3 for strikes, by the way.
2 for string, 2 for total. It's these points that determine the standings. Kingswood Bulletproof looking to hold on to a playoff spot.
Chris Kasney, the Casmian, takes the head pin from behind. Not a head pin, it is a split. 2 wiggles, 4, 7, and the 9.
Oh, man.
Bombs away, baby! Christopher Ryder rides them all down. 93 plus 2 in the 9th. They have the virtual lead now.
Singles champ last year, semifinalist this year.
Cass, somehow the 4 does not go. Everything else went, including the 10.
Troy Fournier, your new singles champion.
And that ball's still on the deck, but it stopped short.
You going to shoot that?
They're going to shoot it because the ball's out of the way anyway. He gets the 10 anyway.
Well, you say technically? Never mind.
A spare 3 to stun, nothing since. All 9s and 10s. Great pinning, 89 through 9, but could sure use a mark. Help this team out. Now Kingswood Bulletproof on the move for the first 2 points. The 3 seed trails the 11 seed right now, technically. Kaz, left side, 2 of the 8. He's frustrated with that one. I know all about that show. I made a living off that one.
Oh, my.
Well, that blistered that pocket again. He pushes down the 8. Maybe. No, it goes the wrong way. Want to go left, went right turn Clyde. Every Trevor Luce reference, Clint Eastwood and Orangutan Clyde, the star of the movie. Oh, wow, what a shot for a spare. A 1 in 5 chance. That's a bombs away baby spare, you could say. For Chris Kaz in the 10th, 99 plus. He's all fired up. And a missed shot there.
I think we're back to a tie there.
For Ryder, 8 in the strike, 101 through 9.
Yeah, Ryder got that mark, but then gave it right back. We're back to even.
And that, my friends, is another Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. A lot of those today. 10.
Yep. Scoreboard is correct. 1 pin, ball aside for Graffam and Kingswood.
111 string for Chris Ryder. And here we go. It's a 1-pin lead for Kingswood. 1 spare apiece.
And now
5-25-19.
And now it's Kasney versus Smith on the spare fills.
Cass a temporary lead. Tries to backdoor. Just 4.
The
103 finish.
The flat gunners aren't that lively. Sorry, I keep stepping on that.
That's okay. Graffam throwing up a field goal. 3 is the lead. 5-23, 5-20. Corey Smith on the spare for Kingswood Bulletproof right now. Scott Lappy, the anchors, wrapping up the first. This wild first. Both teams way under average. It happens. Lapierre, beautiful ball. 9-pin drop. The 10 wiggles. And a bunch of wood, 3 pieces to hopefully help.
This ball now tells us who has the lead.
Corey Smith trying to get a big 20 here at a big time.
Huddles on it.
He hits the pocket, he splits, 3 and 2, unbelievable, 2-pin lead. 5-25, 5-23, Kingswood up by 2 fingers.
But Lapierre has the better lead. Can he take advantage or will the wood foil him?
96 through 8, Lapierre, spare, huge for Graffam, flooring. 9's a wild plus, 99, the ball through 9. Can Smith pull off an impossible shot here? 2-4-7, 6-10 right. He missed left, trying to get 2 here. And now Lapierre with a strike can pretty much possibly seal the deal.
Don't make it easy on Lapierre.
Scott's been here on the big stage many a time. An object hit for a brutal 7 for Corey Smith, 103 through 9. And now Kingswood Bulletproof trails. Graffam Florin has the lead by 1, plus a ball from Scott Lapierre.
Graffam flooring the 11 seed, giving the 3 seed a lot of trouble here in this match. And now, with the Lapierre spare, the chance to take the first 2 points of the day.
Lapierre, left side, just 3. Not happy with that, but they have a 4-pin lead. 102 through 9. Smith will probably need to mark. Corey, beautiful ball, somehow just 8. Wood rolls to the 5 middle, 9 right. It's trying to push the 5 down. It's not going. Without Wood, 2 pin is 51%. Stats by Candlepin. And Scott Lapierre, watch out. Hold on. Remember, they're up 4, so he gets a 5 or 6. We could have a tie possibly, maybe a win. Without a mark from Corey, but he wants to get the mark here.
A 7 box shuts out, to your point.
Yes.
Unless
For a spare. He got it! Huge! Clutch, clutch, clutch!
Or demands a spare, rather.
113 the ball, and Lapierre an 8. 110 finish. Graffam Flooring's up 2. Corey, can he avoid the lemon drop? 3-2 to tie for 1 point, 3 to win. Once again, another start, another wild finish. We've had 3 matches this week. Came down to the last ball on a spare. For the win, he ties with 2. Unbelievable. Only fitting. We tie. 544. 544. Don't you just love Candlepin Bowling and Graffam Flooring sticking around still?
Unbelievable. Here's the full scores as soon as I get that correct. 544. Oh, a devastating 12 on the end for Kingswood, but they do get the 1 point and still a chance to go 7-1. Or can Graffam take even more points away?
Wow.
We'll reset and go again here. For string number 2, no intermissions in this dojo. Let's get going here at Fairlanes Moncton. We'll confirm lineups. That sure looks like Devin Brooks up there. Steve Poulin alongside Greg Gouillart back here in the booth alongside Paul Grant. You're watching Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. Wasn't that worth the wait? I know the pin setter delay was disappointing to see, but hey, we got ourselves a match and 1-1. And maybe only the 3rd tie across the entire field, as I understand. I believe each division had one. And there we go. Brooks begins. 3, pin, Wilson, it's a 7-10. Now I'll try and start tracking some head pins for you now that we're here from the start. Oh, and rips through the middle, just 3. And Wood will push just into the 7 pin. Good offer by Brooks. Poulin's going to get Wood to come over across, but not totally to the left side. He'll have to pin for it. Wood looks fair, but it may deflect Brooks's ball. And we'll see, did he wave it? Poulin takes a certain 9. Okay, and there's no changes to the lineup as well.
Again? Right, Chris Ryder subbed in.
Chris Ryder will remain in. He swapped for Justin Jones very early on. Brooks gets a split. I got this. 1, 2, and 10. Still waiting on confirmation of the score for Devin. Three, 7, 10. Nope, just a couple of pins. Poulin's try. Devin did take 9 on that. So 10 for Brooks and 9 for Poulin, and now I'm caught up. Excellent. How's it going out there, Chad? Good to see you all. Thank you for your patience earlier. Obviously, lane delays happen every now and again, and I know it's disappointing for them as well. I think they feel it no worse than anyone when it happens, but that match continuing on in the other room, and maybe, just maybe, 13 will be set and ready for the next match. Jamie Boyle and J.J. Tarigny getting going 2-2 splits apiece now in this one as we get the split bug early in string number 2. 2-4, dancing across here. That may have ridden up on the, it almost looks like he went on the carousel. It takes all the pins away. Across it comes, but no 6 pin for Tarigny, much to his chagrin. Boyle 10. And a 10 for Tarigny. Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook has all the standings and statistics as well. I'll try and recite them as well for you right here. Boyle, we call this one the 6-pack, 4 horsemen, and the 5 and 8. 6, 7, 8. That wood gets over, and I think JJ's got play on this one. Drive the wood across, and it should take the 7, 8, you would figure. Watch the arrows, watch where the ball hits. Oh, and that headpin gets stung from behind by Boyle. And excuse me, spare, and he's got 20 and a ball through 2. Teregny, wrong piece of wood. He wanted the one with the red lines aimed at the 7, 8. He takes a 9 somehow or another as the cap now foiling him. And here's how this one went down. Boyle goes into the bundle of 5, and then something or rather comes out from behind. Gouillart and McGrady. Graffam flooring taking a point that was not to chalk. We thought Kingswood Bulletproof would run away with this one. Corey Smith and Justin Jones, but Jones had to come out. The 123 average along with Corey Smith could not go, so an injury setting the back, so to speak. Graffam flooring got hot to tie them on 544, just shy of a 110 average. Shy of a 109 average, you'll find. Every pin matters in this game. Back it comes. That had been stung too. Is McGrady going to swipe this one as well? He does not. Nor Gouillart, 110. Gouillart, Channel 50 Stars of Strikes. Alumnus, excuse me. That's misgendering. $10 for McGrady. And a 9 for Gouillart. Gouillart, of course, on Friday Night Pro League. I believe still with Team Riverwalk Lanes at last check. Graffam flooring's top average. Scott Lapierre, 117. Chris Casnave, 116. Lapierre's bowled a bunch of games. 17 of the 18. In fact, he's only swapped out for 1. McGrady to nickel and dime. Jeff Gouillart, a little light in there. Goes all the way around, and he's got a diamond right side. These are dastardly. They only go about 1 and 4 times. 5 and 10. McGrady, nothing coming back this time. 3 pins plus a bonus ball. A good start for Kingswood with not everyone having spoken yet. Jeff Gouillart, diamond right side. Gets 3 of the pins. Came in too full on it. With the left to right ball, McGrady deals. He's got a 9 box. And a 10 for Jeff Gouillart. Chris Casnave had a tough one, but I tell you, the pinning by him was significant here. In the end, Graffam flooring conceded 11 fewer pins, and that was the reason they clawed back the 11 bonus pin advantage that Kingswood Bulletproof had on their 2 marks. They gained 11 pins on the bonuses, but Graffam flooring made it back with a pinning. Ryder too bad he's full on the triangle. And he leaves now the 5-6, worst of all. Casnave at 110. We've seen a match decided by 1 pin. I believe it was a literal pin. I now had to double check and I'm less sure. I just calibrated the statistics on my new machine. 8 box aside. Chris Ryder, a 108 average through the 6 games. Again, a singles semifinalist, so that's a crash. It could be the pin conditions breaking down. Could be something else. He's got the 1, 3, 6, and 7. Down the middle, right down Mountain Road. Chris Casnave, 3 and 4 split. Mountain Road, Moncton, New Brunswick, that's where you'll find Fairlanes Bowling Center. Just the one location. Used to have one in Nova Scotia as well, a former world's host. Right now, this 24-lane room and 36-lane facility, the only viable host for Canadian-hosted International Candlepin Championships. The Men's Worlds. Rider 10, that's +2 to him as Kaznav hits both front buttons, 8 box. 4 pins and an extra bonus right now. Jamie Boyle with that spare of sorts, and LaPierre and Smith now up. Corey Smith still fresh with the memory of that 12 box. A formidable part of Kingswood teams. Kingswood, a 3-time champion. Twice in Kingswood and Fredericton, once here in Moncton. 3, 4, and 6. Are fairly up-to-date stats? Yes. Go to Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook. If that's possible, I know not everyone has Facebook. I apologize. 1, 8, and 9 for Scott LaPierre. Maybe there's a way, especially with a stop down here. Oh, I don't want to overpromise my time, but it'd be lovely if I or someone, maybe Nico or Kevin, would be able to post the standings. If you're out there hearing this, much appreciated if you can. I'd love to be able to bring that to you, but right now for sure, Kingswood in 3rd place coming in today. Not thrilled at the fact they just gave up that 1 point in that 5:44 tie. 9 and 9 to start off for the Anchors. Corey Smith 123 average. Scott LaPierre 117 tournament average. LaPierre doing a lot of the work. 5 and 10. That's now 6 splits for Kingswood Bulletproof in the early going. LaPierre crossover side. There goes the 7. He gets his break. He's got the 5-pin. They've been tough to come by these breaks. Kingswood, the lone mark of this last pair of boxes as the consult develops now. The 10-pin is drilled. How does the ball take it? I'd almost want a kid to throw at this one, then maybe the ball wouldn't jump both pieces of wood. It gets tagged them both. It's good! Smith did jump it, but the ball deflects perfectly into the 10. And LaPierre, good as well, does not get stubbed on the cap. We'll see here, and then we'll take a check on the scores. I can tell you 2 marks to 1 in that last exchange, and yes, a perfect ball jump by Smith to equalize the LaPierre mark. 95 to 91, an extra bonus on this Thursday morning here at Fairlanes. 3 matches, all round robin today. Tomorrow it'll be the final 2 round robin matches, immediately followed by the first round of the playoffs. Then all day Saturday, the remaining 3 rounds. Round 2, the number 1 seeds take part in the semifinals, and then the grand final between the survivors of each of the 2 divisions, left and right. Split. Oh, Brooks bumps an extra pin. Will now take the 6 immediately. Bullen. Flatwood. Here comes the ball, and it narrowly misses the 7. 6 pin is drilled by Brooks for the spare. And Kingswood. Collective back-to-back marks. There's a 10 for Steve Poulin. Paul, you got an update, or are you just hanging? Oh.
Yes, Avon Valley Lanes is bowling Able Evolve Realty. Able has the lead by about 30 pins or so as they're finishing the final 2 boxes each bowler. So right now they have the lead. We'll see them next match anyway against Academy Lanes, the defending champions, number 1 seed next on lanes 15.
And a strike here for Poulin. And no, that's absolutely right, Paul.
I got to learn to look up when you're doing this.
Maybe the Candlepin guys are like, no, thou shalt not cover the same team twice in a row.
Yep.
I forbid it.
So we'll have them twice in a row after all. Well, once now. Anyway, so they're winning against Avon Valley.
Plus, everyone was covered once between us and Bob Lee and Duncan MacDougall's Left Division stream on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network.
And Able Evolve Realty.
Spare rundown in response.
Who was 30 and 10, lost 8 their last match. That's a good win for them if they hold on. We got other matches here in just a moment when you're ready as well.
We're just watching the Poulin hammer. Go ahead.
All right, so let's go. Please, hold on, let me get back here. We'll wait for the fill here first.
That's Boyle on that spare fill. Kingswood has the extra mark and 11 extra pins. And Rigney can't even call that a split, I guess, but it is a terrible leave. Despite his head pin hit, Boyle gets the spread eagle, and he's not much better. Right down Mountain Road himself. On a cut shot here. Boyle comes across and pin, tipping over in the 6-pin. Narrowly misses the 3, and there goes the money. 25 USD given to anyone who can make a spread eagle clean for a spare on our featured lanes. No wood, has to be a true spread eagle.
All right, other scores.
10-6, 4-pin gain for Kingswood.
A-plus account. The slump continues. They lose to Birch Hill Siding, 559 to 524. Matt Harnett at a 130. Only one of the ball that Jerry done in the 100 series, 101. The rest under. And actually, Blake just had a 107. For Birch Hill Siding, a 124 for Travis Toffelmeyer and a 121 for Troy Dunphy. A-plus account, the 6th seed coming in, loses to the 9th seed, Birch Hill Siding. That's good news for Birch Hill, lost 8 to Canada 5 yesterday.
3 pins taken out by Rigney. Boyle lays into it. He's got the 1, 7, and 8. I wish I had the Bobley radar gun on that. That'd be fascinating to see. 5-10 for Rigney.
I can go hijack it if you want afterwards.
No actual rush. Plus, it's probably been clocked already. He's on the left division. Why wouldn't Bob have done that? Oh, head pin pass between, I think you'll find.
Other scores, Fenway Academy, the 2 seed, 1 out of first place to Drywall Concepts, Division 1. Win the first, 594 over Team USA, 549. Team USA was led by Corey Alisi of Candlepin Corner. Free to subscribe on YouTube, Candlepin Corner. For Fenway Academy, they were led by Joe Smith with a 136, a 127 for the veteran bowler Brian Kroll. 2-time finalist last couple of years. More in a minute.
Jeff Bugia and Chris McGrady. Bugia with a distinct left to right hook. Over left arrow and a strike. I think the kingpin fell last from behind.
How confident are they after that first string tie?
McGrady hooks all the way over. It's a similar hook to Bugia's, in fact.
A change in the standings. Drywall Concepts drops down. They lose. Fenway Academy slips in the first place as of now. Drywall Concepts loses the first string to Maria Subs. 567 to 547. Maria's up 20 after 1. A 130 for Brian Fuller Jr. A 122 between Jason Gauthier Jr. and Austin Barnes for Drywall Concepts.
$9 for McGrady. I see my error.
Canada 5 continues their hot streak, 582 to 557 over Wreck and Roll, 2.64. Canada 5 led by 134 by Bobby Kite and Matt Schultz is 121. For Wreck and Roll, a strong performance. Brad Stewart, a 139. Canada 5 wins again.
Bugia light hit this time.
Canada 5, the 5th seed coming in tied with Maria Subs. They continue to be 4th and 5th. And it's all bunched up in the Division 1.
And McGrady's lighting there. I guess it's so tough to get the break to work consistently there. The slower the ball travels, the more time it has to do crazy things on the lanes. But Bugia strikes fair. McGrady on the bundle of 5, no.
Stars and Strikes defeats the Mass H team 577 to 562. Troy Fournier, Sean Shattuck with a 125 each from Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. For Stars and Strikes, a 119 was good enough for Joey Hutchinson and Russ Neely Jr., the great co-owner of Stars and Strikes with Jody Neely in South Paris, Maine. 14-lane facility there.
The kingpin fell backwards, of course, so there we go. Got a piece of it, and it's a tie ball game.
The one you saw earlier was tied after 1, 544, 544 here. 115 for Corey Smith to lead his team.
And this is how it is. Oakland Park probably in the basement because some of their best bowlers couldn't make it through the border, and Corey Emerson had to come in last moment.
Steve Poole and Jeff Bugier, 119 for Graffam Flooring.
Harry's All-Stars should have had Dominic Palladino and don't, for example. So with talks of relegation, there was a lot of talk about maybe have it when the team is bad 2 years in a row, then they can be challenged, for example. Lots of ways to implement this. As of course we want to see the best of the best. And these captains are putting some good money on the line, and they want to succeed too.
Central Park Lanes 5 points out of the last the fifth spot for the final playoff spot right now. Take care of business. A thundering 6:38, 5:46 thumping over Oakland Park. 147 from Matt Buffalo Nichols, but even better, the Tsunami Keith Beaupre at 156. Stephen Body at a 120. Oakland Park led by Sam Higgins, 124. Academy Lanes takes care of business, 592 to 544 over the Hatcherman. Hatcherman led by Aaron Halberdell from Western Massachusetts, 127. Academy Lanes, a 125 from Josh Daly, a 120 from the Terminator, Charles Collins. They only have one loss, 2 points they've lost.
Two-pinner for Kaz. Apologies for missing the last one. He spares! 6-10 goes down. Riders got, what is that?
I got a couple of goofy photos of some of the bowlers getting the standing. I got 3 more standing scores for you. You ready?
I've created an emergency for myself. I forgot a score, unfortunately. Split spare. Oh, Riders got Wood coming back, but it budges the 6 instead of taking it. Takes 10 and stand by. I will confirm that. Sorry.
Okay, Spikes Chimney drops the first to Outlaw Rides, 581 to 514. Outlaw Rides looking good for their schedule. Chad Reed led them with a 130. Grady Wood a 123. For Spikes Chimney, Jeff Duguay at a 125 to lead his team.
Kaz 8 and Ryder 9. That's now in the scoreboard.
A couple of more. Harry's All-Stars, 539, but New England Flooring gets a 579 to beat them by 40.
LaPierre at a 9 drop.
A 142 for Mark Ritchie, corner of Riverwalk Lanes with Melissa Ritchie at Amesbury, Mass. One of the Candlepins Cancer Roll-Offs, open scratch roll-offs, January 2026. Register Candlepins number 4 at Cancer.com. Matt Rich for Harry's All-Stars, 122. Continues his great week. Jake Cook at a 121.
LaPierre, his team leads, wants the 9 drop. He's good on the forfeit for back-to-back.
Lucky Strike explodes, 676.
And a split spare in response by Corey Smith.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. That matters, then I don't do that. Thank you for the update. Much appreciated. As they approach.
I think we might just stick with 11-12 at this point. Abel and Avon are coming back here, but I think at this point we may as well just play through with this. And we're going to see Abel.
Yes, we're going to see him next week with the Cat. I already told him that. We're not going to cover them.
Yeah. Very unfortunate, but that's life is one of them. Put it, and a 5-6 for a strike on spare. Scott LaPierre.
Excellent. Lucky Strike, 676 to 556 over Bayers Road Bolorama.
Looky what we have here. The setback lead for Corey Smith.
Gets a giggle out of that one. Bayers Road led by 120 for Eric Banfield. Extra lanes, Lucky Strike, Jimbo A at a 158. The Freight Train, Joey List, 142. Jeff Surratt, 136. Tim Matero, 131. 676. A runaway win, 2 points to none.
Smith's theory on this leave is you play the 1 into the 2, but this time he had Wood blocking the way, so that's going to be ineffective, unfortunately. Try as he might. Now the right side Wood is the prudent way for a 9 box and the 9 outs. So LaPierre, 3 marks in a row, including 9 and 10 fills in another. It's a tie ball game of Graffam flooring stacked with open marks. You guys know to look at the yellow number to the right of the scoreboard. So you see they are ahead by 3 bonuses, 2 extra strikes and 1 extra spare. Devin Brooks, in his trademark crouch, deals away. He'd lob the ball otherwise if he was any higher. Justin Scally is very similar in that regard. Poulin on a strike, starts with 7. Does the wood take anything? Don't think it really does a lot. He's against the spare of Brooks, and he's got 3 in a row. Poulin wide on the wood, and he has to settle for a 7-fill on the strike. Graffam flooring now ahead by fewer marks. He takes a 7. 3 pins conceded immediately. And pinning now in Kingswood's favor. They're gaining 8 in the string on pinning alone. Great to see 13 and 14 back up and running. They bowled in the other room. 36 lanes here at Moncton Fairlanes. 7-pin tips out for Brooks, and he's got a 9-fill. Poulin luckless, he's got a 4 to begin on his. We're watching 11 and 12, Graffam flooring and Kingswood Bulletproof. No, single blown, unfortunately. Devin was aiming for the object pin, of course, the head pin simply. But he may be able to gain sticks because Poulin is struggling with the out. He already had a 7 last on that last split. Trying to fight through it. Opposed by a 9 box. Can Poulin make the 3-pinner and at least cut it down? Does a good effort on it, but it is a 7. Back-to-back 7s, and it's a 14-pin gain for Kingswood in that pair of boxes all told.
Greg, the update on the match we were supposed to cover, they're back on 13-14. We're going to stick with the other match anyway now in progress. 574 for Able Evolve Realty, 515 for Avon Valley Lanes. Able Evolve Realty wins it on the right room. And the highest score is 141 for Ryan Cox. And 114 for Chris Curry led Avon Valley Lanes.
Now substituting Ryan Southall in the second position.
So Able, after 8-0 loss, the last match yesterday, go to 32 and 18.
Spare for Boyle.
So right now they're the 4th seed in Division 2.
Takes the 10 box. Here it is, 4 horsemen run down perfectly by Jamie Boyle. On the outside, and the 4 and 7 glance out. Now it's a virtual tie game. Graffam has the extra bonus balls to make up the 15-pin shortfall. There goes the head pin, and the 2-pin tilts as well. And if that wood gets out of the way, Boyle's got a clean shot at it. Southall splits, maybe he can spin this wood, 3-7-9. Boyle a 19 box, excuse me, and a spare, 19, and a spare. Southall just wide. Just off, rather. He made a good effort on that one. He'll have to take 10. There's the scores, 24 pins, and now Kingswood has the lead. Jamie Boyle with those 2 spares. McGrady picks up his bonus balls. Now we have a substitute here. See if I can get to the bottom of who that is here. Gia lost the range, unfortunately, except the pins continue to fall. And 8-fill. Kingswood spares. Pardon my naivete. Is that Justin Jones, or am I completely mistaken here? 1 and 3. So many names to learn on the fly. LaPierre. Or no, Ujia gets the spare as well. Kingswood may have lost that last string because they didn't have the services of Justin Jones. Can't really leave the booth to go ask, unfortunately. Just one pin chipped out on the spare fill. Gouillart into the spare fill, 6. Paul, I need help identifying a substitute for sure. Oh, it's Sean Duth, right, isn't it? Right? Five fill and a spare for Gouillart, and 10 taken. That's so I believe that to be Sean Duthright, but I'll confirm in a second. Apologies for my American naivete. There's Kasnav and Chris Ryder. Need help identifying a Kingswood sub. I apologize. Kingswood swapped someone in third. I think it's Sean Duthright. I'm not 100% sure. 1, 2, and 7 for Chris Ryder. Thank you very much, folks. I'll put him in. S-H-A-U-N, Duthright. Should have recognized that beard from anywhere. 1, 2, 7. Sean Duthright with that 117 average. Could be a key substitution here. Kasnav just wide, had a 6 fill on that spare. Ryder. The finger of God, as King of the Palace puts it. He gets a 9 box versus 8. Would you get a 6 fill? Okay.
Sean Duthright coming in relief.
Thank you very much. Ryder, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I've not covered him before, so I'll get his information in a minute.
I remember him from last time.
And J.J. Trigney is out of the lineup, I believe, too. There's a substitution on Graffam flooring also.
Ryan Southall, Adam, certain.
Ryan Overhaul, Southall.
Ryder, does the wood keep it intact? Nothing gets over to the 610 somehow. Yep, you're absolutely right. JJ as it is, so JJ's dirty slots. What does that even mean? And a 10 box for Ryder. And a 9 box for Kaz. Bill Olson also over that. Thank you so much. Scott LaPierre and Corey Smith. Sorry, I got distracted with a... Paul distracted me, let's be honest, but hey. I got to learn how to stave it off every now and again. He does great work for the game. That's on me for getting distracted past the point. Smith is not a fan of this head pin right now, I tell you. So now he's going to the side, and he's got the 1, 2, 5. I mean, of course, everyone's aiming for the head pin, but still. LaPierre spills it out, and he's got the 8, 9, 10.
Sean Duthright in, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
S-H-A-U-N.
Of course.
Got a 122 average, 125 career high.
Virtual tie in the match right here. LaPierre filling the strike. Wants to load up some more. Let's see if he leverages this wood. It's looking mostly at the 10 pin, I would say. Plays red line. 9 pin gets a tickle, but oh dear. Just an 8 fill. Indeed, it was just looking corner. 66 through 4 for him. A 10 box for Smith, who despite all those splits is getting a 61 half. And a 9 box for Scott LaPierre and a 75 half. Anyone going 60 half, 120 string is going to be happy with themselves in the faster conditions of Moncton Fairlanes, it might be demanded. 3 bowlers on Team Exeter's lucky strike, north of a 130 average, for example. And boy, oh boy, is that Week 11 match between them and Academy Lanes going to be a blockbuster. It will be out of the range of our featured lanes, but I think some Candlepin streamer out there somewhere is going to coalesce around that one. And we're going to hear a lot of noise around it. We'll find you some match that's going to have implications for either first or fifth. We always talk it over at the hotel every night so we can bring you the best match we can. Smith does the best he can, and he sweeps out the 5 on the check mark. You know, with the sidewall action, the flat gutter keeping, you know, the namesake wood, the trademark live wood of Candlepin in play, I think the 5 pins are getting swept out plenty. LaPierre spares in response. And Graffam flooring level with Kingswood completely. Here we go again. Are we going to find our way to 2-2 in a whole new adventurous way? There's the scores at this point. I'll confirm after 8 boxes, but for now, here's what we have. 2 bonuses aside. Jeff Bugia on 202 with that 4-mark chain he's got going on. 9-pin drop for Poulin. And the 7-8 for Brooks. Poulin advantage here as the match remains on a knife's edge. Totally no margin in total or game. Poulin drills his, Brooks does not. And Graffam flooring gains. There's the 10 for Brooks as we take another look. Yeah, so the front wood deflected it away. I won't let you miss this. I just want to see if I can get it one more time for you. And 4 horsemen right side for Steve Poulin. 6 fill on his spare. Down the middle, 3 and 4 split. Not even getting clean spread eagles to shoot at here for Brooks. Poulin, perfectly run for his 3rd mark of the string. Brooks, less into more is the theory, and he's down full on the object. Rips apart 3 more object, but Brooks gets stuck with 7 and gives away 3. So tricky here as we're through 32 boxes. And now we go to Ryan Southall and Jamie Boyle. Southall triangle number 6 as he tries to get engine number 2 started for Graffam flooring. Jamie Boyle had 19 and another. Let's see how he gets on here. He's got 1, 2, 7, 8. And loads up 6. Southall doesn't get on the front pin of that triangle. There was wood there in the front, but definitely wanted to be on the object. 8 pin gets bumped out. Jamie Boyle, 3 marks in a row and 4 in the string. Kingswood takes an advantage. Southall takes 10. 3 pins and an extra bonus, actually, for Graffam flooring. There was the pin concession earlier, and Steve Poulin had those marks. Southall the diamond right side. 5 out as we see the 8 pin also hiding back there for Jamie Boyle. Diamond left. Southall. Yes! 4-pin wilts. And Southall, after 4 10s for the player slot, gets the spare. And Jamie Boyle cannot convert. Graffam flooring grows the advantage as they try to take yet more points in a match they had that paper said they should not have had any business in. Instead, yet another left division heartbreaker possibly in progress, as that is a very volatile left division where the leaders completely changed over. Drywall Concepts now ahead by 1 point over Fenway Academy, 1 point over Kingswood Bulletproof, so that 1 point very much might matter in the standings. 3-pin is wiggling and falling for Gouillart. Doothright trying to crack this apart, and he's got the 2-7-10. 8 pins for Gouillart. Paul Grant resting his voice and researching alongside. For 5 in a row. No, just wide on the 6 pin rather. Oh, a moment of respite as finally Gouillart slows down and has to settle for 10. Doothright, wood does not help him out a whole ton, so even there, Gouillart gains 2. How you going out there in chat? Watching you. Hello, David in Alabama. Great to see you. Hello, Greg Packer. Great to see you as well. I think you said hi yesterday, and I always want to say hi to you. Hope you're doing okay. I know it's been a tough past few days for you. Always appreciate you watching as best as you can. Past midnight for you, isn't it, in Queensland? Good to see you all the same. 4 horsemen left side for Gouillart. Three pins for Doothright. One, 2, 4. I'm just realizing it was Ryan Flynn who was helping out. He's the guy who actually came up with the term setback, and he's the guy we always misappropriate the credit to for Corey Smith. The 5-6-10 or the 4-5-7. Without wood that does a whole lot of good for anybody at any time. Nice 10 by Doothright to equalize that of Gouillart's. Ripped apart the 3-pinner. That could be an important one as this match remains fairly tight. Although, now Graffam Flooring ahead by 9 pins. There's a couple more marks. Chris Ryder looking to get back to the form he had on Monday. Darcy, nice to see you. Head pin, 7-10 split. And oh no, the 1-3 picked out by Ryder. That's not what he needs at this point. Now he's got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7-10 for Casnave. You see the cap aiming right at it. Can he get the ball deflection? I'm going to watch the ball deflection personally. And he doesn't even get a piece of the wood. He was hoping to get on the red line of that and then pray the ball didn't deflect past the tank because it would have rolled into the wood pile. Ryder, can he show us how to make it? 8-10, that's a gallant effort. That should be out of the gutter for 9 for Kaz. He did wave, so we'll mark it accordingly. Ryder, left side of the wood, fine 9 to match. But every box that passes without a mark, Graffam Flooring gets that much closer to taking now 2 points away from the points we thought going into this match Kingswood would be sure to have. Button number 2 if you want to unmute.
Happy birthday today to Katrina Fram of Saco Valley Bowling Center in Freiburg, Maine. Co-owner with her husband Richard Fram. Fairly new owners, really hungry to grow that business there. Happy birthday, Katrina Fram, F-R-A-M.
You know, this is why I think Candlepin will never die. Obviously, it's on the decline without the invention of new machines, and you see all the pin setter breakdowns that make the game very fragile as is. But with all the love in it, as long as we love Candlepin bowling, we'll have somewhere to go with it. That much, I firmly believe.
And ACST bowler Craig Powers, happy birthday today.
And then AYB coming back in some form. I know it was huge back then, and maybe there's some work to do to get it back to that same level of passion. But we were there for the CBA Youth Pro event. And I think the United States and Canada contingent of motivated bowlers like you and I.
Lemon drop on lane 14. Was that in the mark? I'll have to find out.
I think it's great to see. Now Kaz takes 7 here, so Ryder has the chance to pick apart to gain 3. And yes, 10-7 for Kingswood Bulletproof. And the Fredericton Bowling Center Very happy to see that. 6 pins, plus 2 marks. One of the difficult things with Kingswood is that they run very much like Apex Entertainment in Marlboro and have a lot of entertainment choices. So it's very tough. Bowling is one of their more high-maintenance repairs there between this and the golf course and the arcade and the indoor zip lines I believe they have. But it'd be awesome to see them, especially around Worlds time, bring the lanes back into action. I really liked it there. I thought the wood lanes were nice. They were worn, but 30 lanes, some with auto scoring, some with not. I took one without auto scoring. I like scoring it the Canadian way like you saw during the singles coverage as well. Up here just wide of the head pins. Smith can gain a mark here. They're down by about 2.5 marks. Get on that 2-pin. Yes! Oh, eventually it went there. The 7-pin taken out. I think for Worlds, especially since the auto scoring is haunted, much like it is in the left room at Academy as well, you might as well just disable it. Everyone knows how to keep score here. So you might as well just go with paper and just turn on the lane machinery, which doesn't need the computer to function, and then just do it that way. There's a 2-4-7-8, as Paul proudly brandishes a toonie that he worked very hard to collect. The IRS apparently knows no borders. Anyone who's been taxed abroad knows that very well. LaPierre spread eagle.
I feel better now. We got the lemon drop from the Avon Valley Bowler.
Yeah, you were very proud. Like, hey, there's the $2.
I want my $2.
That's a pretty stiff exchange rate I'm noticing as well.
Hey, you're not going to take $1.10. They don't have pennies here anyway.
I want it good. I want $1 and $2 coins, and that'd be amazing. Well, we do have dollar coins, but still. Smith. Into the 8-pin. No, he can't sweep the 8-pin this time around. No go on the spare. I'll have to score check in a sec. I'll do it myself. I might even be able to be quick enough to get back on the call for this. But LaPierre cuts across. It's a fine 9 there. 108 through 8.
4-4-4 for Kingswood Bulletproof. 8 better for Graffam 4. And they're testing the number 3 seed. They tied the first. And right now they're down 2 in the match. But they've got 2 spares to none on their side. They got the virtual lead. They've been good today. Not the highest scoring affair, but they've been tight and competitive with this team. Back to the top of the order. It's the real deal, Devin Brooks.
Here he is.
Steve Poulin on the right.
Told you I'd make good time. On lane 12. Brooks into the head pin. 3, 4, and 7. A little too full. He's splitting again.
Greg, you are fast.
Has that break. 3, 6, 7, 10.
The road runner. The road runner.
No rest for the weary. Where's Rob Linehan? I can get on your level. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll score check as well.
We're in the middle string of 3. Our first of 3 matches today. Every day 3 matches through Saturday, including the finals.
A little smudged on one. I'll have to confirm later. 3, 4, 7. Completely missed. Poulin, 3, 6, 7, 10. He's a little full on the object pin. Wood's coming completely the wrong way. Corner's back there. 4 pins and an extra for Graffam flooring. That's fair. That's a fair shot, I'm pretty sure. And that's going to be a very adventurous 10. But no, it's 9. Matching that of Poulin's. That's certainly one way.
But not the other.
25 in his pair, 65 in his pair, 111, 73, and 108. I'm fairly sure that is. And then 99, 102, that should be 76, 75, and 102. I do believe I have that correctly. 4 pins and an extra bonus. There are some smudged scores. I apologize if this is incorrect, but I do show Graffam ahead by 4 pins and an extra bonus ball.
Tied the first.
I used to go down in the pit and get pictures of the transparencies, but in the heat of competition, I don't feel comfortable doing that anymore.
I'll do it for you. Let me in.
Yeah. Bunch of nice guys just in the heat of competition. The focus is on the bowling. Oh, spread eagle for Brooks. That's not what Kingswood needs. They need to get back in this match. I don't know if Poulin's going to pull them further apart unless the wood takes a 7-pin out. It's coming out in front. Wayne Petty, great to see you. RC, nice to see you as well. If you're so inclined to donate, the Super Chat button is available on YouTube. That's only if you want. It's a gratuity. Helps us out with our expenses as we're mostly volunteering our time. So it is completely up to you. We love bowling. It is our pleasure. And you can always just subscribe on YouTube. It's free. Well, 7 marks for Brooks here, so Fulham can now gain 3 more. Or no, sorry, this is for a spare try. Excuse me, lost the plot. Head pin ripped away. No, it was for the 3rd ball. 9 versus 7. 2 pins gained for Poulet. Sorry, Paul, I'll be right with you on that. $108, $102, $76, $75, $102. So 100, 75 on ball, 111, 70. Oh. 73 and 108. I'm confirmed. Hooray! Boyle had to reset. Thank you, lane 12, for giving me some extra time. Scores are confirmed. 6 pins and a bonus ball for Graffam Flooring. Boyle has 4 spares in this. 1, 7, 9, 10. Southall on a spare fill 2. Maybe, just maybe, that offers Kingswood a chance back in. They now trail by a single mark. Half Worcester at the worst time. 1, 7, 9, 10 for Boyle. This is going to deflect a million different ways. Ball passes, but over the 8 spot, and nothing goes right for the 9, 10. 1, 4, 5, and 7 for Southall. Nine is trivial, 1, 11 through 9. Southall takes an 8 box. +1 to Kingswood. It's a 7-pin game right now. Pinning is 10 in favor of Kingswood in this one, and now pinning is mattering the other direction. Meanwhile, Graffam 17 ahead in bonuses. 13 marks to 12. The extra mark and the fills mattering, but of course the 2 fill just now, giving Kingswood Bulletproof an opportunity. Graffam Flooring sees Southall get the 5 and 7. Boyle the 1, 3, and 7. I think these are both gettable with careful ball placements. Watch the angle. Over 5th arrow is Boyle, and then straight into the 3-pin. Southall totally wide and into the 7-pin. Question of a stick, it might matter. Kingswood now giving away 2 pins. It's an 8 box for Boyle. Southall returns 1 in kind. 9 box, and it's an 8-pin match. David, Owen Mark, good to see you. Owen, I made some time to watch your Bible Hill Bowlcade League streams. Always appreciate you sharing those. John Duthright swapped in. He's got the 5 and 8. Jeff Bugia had a 4-mark chain. Does he have more in the tank? He crosses over. 5 spills out. The 8-pin goes for a hike, and he's almost got the 7.5 pin. Duthright gets the spare for Kingswood. As it stands, they've closed the gap. Does Jeff have play on this one? The right-hand wood is definitely looking at the 10. Does the red line of the left wood take it? This is a cold one, isn't it, David? Certainly up here. Rainy, too. It's rained today and 2 days before. Worth the weight of that Asian fusion food truck, poutine and all. No, Bugia is too low and doesn't even make it to the left-hand wood. So Kingswood Bulletproof have now made the mark They saw the two fill opposite. Can Doothright get this loaded up? A strike they lead off the front cap, and the ball deflects in front of the 10 for a 9 box for Gouillart. 120 through 9. He's headed for 130 without needing a mark. Second string of 3 in the match, 7 of 11. Round robin, 2 divisions of 12 teams, and those 12 teams play 11 round robin matches to determine the top 5 for playoffs and top seed for a 2-round bye. Doothright, still he fills. Does he get a strike? Yes! 20 box Sean Doothright, and he's given Kingswood a big lead. Gouillart the right of reply. Triangle number 4. This could go either way. It's about 50-50 on these. With his left to right ball, the wood is not blocked out. Yellow bricks are headpin hits, red bricks headpin splits. That's been part of Gouillart's path to his mark. Chain, it's good! He matches the mark. 3 pins for Kingswood Bulletproof as Sean Doothright got a big fill on his spare. You'd expect 6.5. It's 10 instead. Now a question of fills. Doothright, if he doubles, would gain big lead, of course. He's got a bunch, but he's got the 5 and 10. He's guaranteed a good strike fill. Gouillart must respond to stay in within about 3 pins. And he does, and the fill, if the 6 pin will go somewhere, is 9. 139. Doothright, this is just a question of count. He'll probably just want to take a safe single. He does, right at that piece of wood and everything. Loads up a 19 box for 115 for the player slot. So the fills are level. 3 pins for Kingswood. That strike one more time. Boy, that 8 and 9 took its sweet time, didn't it? No mark standing. It's a true 3-pin lead. Chris Ryder's had a struggle string, but he knows how to deliver in the clutch. Qualified high, went far in the singles. 2, 4, 5, and 10. Kasnev. Oh, that 5-pin tipping might be bad news for him unless the wood is usable. See if Ryder plays the triangle. Does the wood turn away? Oh, it's good! Wow, that 4-pin took its time. He had to make sure of the 10. Kasnev cannot respond, and Kingswood Bulletproof might have their 2 points after all. There's still 3 boxes to play. A lot of you sounding off in chat now. Great to see you all. Big favor, if you're logged in, please like the video. If you're not logged in, please don't hit the button yet. Otherwise, you'll be logged out. That would be tragic at this critical point of the match. But if you can, please like the video. Help people see the worlds are on. Ryder thanking the heavens and now focusing in on lane 12. Waits for the bowler on his right, then deals. 10-pin and the 8-pin. 6-pin gets over as well. The fill is 8. Kasnev is spilling the headpin, and he might have a hammer here. No, he has a leave as well, though. One and 3. Kaz's is easier. Ryder gets his. Again, a wood spill out to take the 3. And that's good as well. Fair and a spare for Kasnev. 92 in the ball. Seven out. Kingswood maintaining a 12-pin, now 19-pin advantage. Don't want to give this fill up. Kasnev, oh, tragic. He's into the 1-3 and gets just 3. And despite the spare on the end, gets stuck with 95. Look at the flight path again. It just kept, it started right, it stayed right. and just takes out a few.
For $441, the last four, oh, the whole number, 398063. 398063.
398063. Are any of those there? Nah, these are junk. Sorry, Paul, you lose again. At least I'm fairly sure. To the final two boxes of this. Corey Smith. 2 marks ahead is his team. Scott LaPierre, capable of back-to-back marks. They wilt here. LaPierre has to show us a baby split to realistically stay in this string. Isn't it a good one? A tie in the last one. And even though it's 16 pins apart, Smith can get this one. This will be a dagger. Way wide on it, though. Nothing. No saving grace from the wood. 2-7 for LaPierre and a treacherous piece there that threatens to deflect the ball. Maybe he'll be tempted to go to the outside. Let's see. He's all the way over to the left. It's fair, but a 9 box, and I fear that might be it. Into the miracle zone goes Graffam flooring. They require the miracle of a double strike or a pinning disaster. Smith covers the 10. And a 10 box for LaPierre. Hey, Super Chat here. Will Gaunt, thank you very much for your $10 US dollar donation. Really appreciate you. Great coverage, Greg and Paul. Looking forward to Riverwalk in January. That's gonna be such a fun Candlepins for Cancer event. Another open ladder coming up. You can go to candlepins4cancer.com to learn more. 1, 3, 4, 7, 9, 10. LaPierre 1, 2, and 8. And without the double there, Smith needs 1 pin to make it mathematical. Just 1 pin. All we ask. It's a winner. Kingswood Bulletproof take 2 points and are up 3-1 in the match. LaPierre does spill this spare out, though. That's going to matter for total later on. Corey will want these pins, even though these 2 match points have been decided. 2 per string, 2 for total. Ty split the points as if I had to explain that here. Aggressive head pin try, arguably. He gets a 7 box. And real quick, we get to see LaPierre. That took a 1-8-2. Last bonus ball of this. We'll confirm scores in a moment. $128 plus 3 more. Jiminy Crickets, he's got 131. Up 5 mark string for LaPierre, but Kingswood Bulletproof 3-1 over Graffam flooring. A good match this main base team is creating for us, though. This was a match that was supposed to be lopsided on paper. Instead, we have ourselves a thriller as we go down the stretch. Still within just those same 10 pins that Kingswood won it by. Poulin and Brooks still in leadoff spot. Brooks gets a 5-9. Poulin can make this 1-6 if the wood doesn't ruin it for him. Cap takes it. Everything deflects nicely and a starting spare. Brooks does 5-9, and he gets a spare in response. I would have reordered the teams the other way around. Kingswood started on the left and Graffam started on the right, so I would have made them top and bottom, but we had to transition this match at the last moment there, so just wanted to, in case anyone was confused why they were that way around. The most observant bowling fans among you may have noticed. 4 fill and an 8 fill, because otherwise The lane you start on is the lane you end on, as determined by the schedule. 3 and 9, Poulin rips out the wrong pins, and now he needs an out. Similar quandary Corey Smith faced just a moment ago. Baby split for Devin Brooks. 3-10. Right side of the wood takes it out and sprays Deadwood this way. Hot start for the leadoff man. Dynamic delivery. Southall remains in. Everything except the 5. Boyle's turn. He doesn't quite make it to the head pin, but the 1, 2, 4, and 10 gives him an opportunity. I had something I wanted to check in a second here. Nine box for Southall, and a 10 for Boyle. Oh, there we go. 1, 4, and 7 for Southall. As I look back here in the DJ booth, which I'm so happy to have. Thank you to Moncton Fairlanes for giving us the spot. One, 9, and 10. Just the 110 remains. Question of sticks, Southall 8. And Boyle takes 8. A lot of you said hi. I need to get the chance to see you, but what I wanted to bring up first was just the general power rankings here. Kingswood Bulletproof have the 9th highest average. They're averaging 117 among the bowlers. Graffam was averaging 112.2 among everyone. That's 3rd worst across everyone. And yet here, they have been absolutely competitive every step of the way, including some mark flurries that have made this a very compelling match. Gouillart, they call this the Bob Caleri in New England. Leaving just the head pin, Doothright having to pin like crazy. And that's a tough out there. Jeff Gouillart gets 3. Sean Doothright struggles to pin. Greg Gouillart alongside Paul Grant. Paul Grant's taking more or less a break here. 7 matches. 7th match in progress right now, 11 in all across. Friday will be a playoff match starting approximately 3 p.m. Atlantic, 2 p.m. Eastern, etc. 1 p.m. Central. And then all day Saturday, the playoffs, where the energy will ramp up back again to what it was on Monday. Head pin, get over 5 pin. You were hit, and you're down. Sean Doothright hammers in the second. Gouillart trying to push. Wow, nothing went into the 8. Pin's not impressed with the velocity, I guess. I'm not trying to be their spokesman. I'm just trying to interpret what they're doing. I'm glad they don't have, I'm glad the pins can't speak. I'm sure they'd be insufferable to be around. There's that 5 pin. Cap goes into the 5 and wiggles it down just. To the Chris's, Ryder and Kaznave. Head pin. Holy smokes, that was good. 6-pin from behind. Kasnev delivers a second mark or Graffam floor. And a spread eagle for Ryder. Who's had a tough go of it. Had those 4 splits last string. Splits overall, by the way, are 21-17 for Kingswood. And wow, that's a 3-2 conversion for the 10. John Duthright, take notes, I guess. That's a great conversion. Actually, that's the replay I've saved. Sent across. Kingswood with the extra mark, they lead by 2. Kasnev double immediately ties the match. A string, certainly. Triangle number 3. I love 3-pinners. They can go either way. 1, 3, 7, 9, 10 for Ryder. No, just wide on the triangle. Kingswood should maintain. Ryder cannot gain, but that's a good exchange for them all told. 9 box and 9. Paul, you got an update by any chance?
Oh, yeah, with some really close matches down there. We get to pull this up here.
Question of a pin here. That's going to be a 9 box.
Stars and Strikes ties the Massachusetts team in the second string, 620-620. Stars and Strikes up 3 points to 1, up 15 in the match. They won the first 577-562. Troy Fournier, the singles knockout, won it at a 133. Sean Shattuck and Buttwell's both bowlers there at 132. Sean's having a great week. A 144 for Joey Hutchinson for Stars and Strikes. Westonley Jr. even better, 147 and 132 from Corey Cooper. 3 points to 1 for Stars and Strikes.
Headpin spills out for Smith. He's got a 10-pinner.
Central Park Lanes won the first, lost the second. Oakland Park wins it 595-540. 2 points apiece, but CPL won the first 638-546. They have a good lead in the match still. A 133 for Stephen Body. Lead their team. A 139 for Natty McBride.
Oh no, the wood deflected the shot away and Smith does not make.
Sorry. Natty McBride, good for him, a 139, second string.
No, keep it going again.
And 122 for Jason Kaler.
Same thing, you talk, I'll interrupt only if necessary.
All right, thank you. Want to read in your parade.
Not at all.
Bayers Roll, Bolorama lost the first 676-556 to Exeter. A tough loss the second string. They get a 631, not good enough. Exeter 640. A 9-pin win, up 4-0. Keep the cement on number 2 seed. The second string, a 138 for Dylan Ezekiel. How about Eric Banfield, a 154? Woo. Extra Lucky Lanes were led. A balanced attack. Well, Joey Lister actually had a 158. Wow. He had a 142. He's got a 300 through 2. The freight train.
His average is going up. He was already in the 130s.
Jimbo Ayotte, 127. Jeff Sreda, 124 for Extra Lanes Lucky Strike. Sponsored by Rob Ficara of Extra Lanes.
You thanks for watching. Caroline, we moved over from 13-14 after the early breakdown on 13. They bowled their remaining match somewhere in the right room and now are back at it on 13-14, but by now we've moved along. And we'll see Abel in a moment.
Against Academy Lanes.
That's
next.
match 8.
Okay, other action. Fenway Academy won the first against Team USA, 594-549. They dropped the second, 594-573. They lead the total, but it's 2 points apiece. Jeff Walsh, the Bulldozer, plows a 157 for Team USA. A 130 for Chris Merrill to lead Fenway Academy. They had first place. They gave it right back.
Pierre spares a 2 and 10. Graffam Flooring trying to get back in.
They took first place temporarily after the first. They give it right back to Drywall Concepts, who won their second string against Canada 5. 2 points apiece in that match. Let's see, pull up some more scores here.
Ian, I didn't say hi to you earlier. Thank you very much. We're doing very well.
Kingswood Bulletproof tied here with Graffam Flooring, 544. Second string Kingswood Bulletproof barely won it, 578 to 568. Of 10 in the match, up 3 points to 1. With a tough schedule coming up, Corey Smith and Jamie Boyle had a 119 for their team. The Graffam Flooring, Scott Lapierre led the charge with Jeff Bugia. Jeff had a 139, Scott Lapierre a 131.
3 marks to 3 in that last exchange. Kingswood, by the way, won by 2 bonus pins and 8 actual pins for their 10-pin margin.
Correction, Wrecking Rolls bowling Canada 5. I'll get the update in the others. The Drywall Concepts, not bowling Canada 5. I got that wrong.
Spread Eagle Brooks on the fill.
So Canada 5 continues the hot streak. They're 4-0 today, 582, 557 over Wrecking Roll, 2.64 in the first. They win the second, 573 to 566. Not a safe lead in total, but they're up 4-0. Second string led by a 120 from Andrew Murphy. And for Wreck and Roll, a 135 from your French person. You can maybe pronounce this better than I can. You get him like Paul Grant, you're spoiled. Hang on a second, I'll pull this up here.
Got my attention turned. I think that's a fair 10 for Poulin. Yep, 10 box 31 through 3.
All right, how do you say that? 135.
Yves Boudreau.
Okay, that's what I thought. Didn't want to say it wrong.
Yves Boudreau.
135. 126 for Brian Bernacchi's. More scores here.
Brooks hitting his head pin high a lot here. He's got a 3-1 split.
Oh, yeah, Drywall Concepts playing Maria Subs. That's a battle of 2 and 6.
Whoa, that 4-pin nearly created a Jimbo Ayat.
Correction,
as highlight.
2 and 5 seed, rather. 2 and 4 seed, rather. Drywall, the 2 seed. Maria's the 4 seed coming in. Now, Drywall's now back in first place, by the way. They win the second 567 to 556. They squeak out an 11-pin win. They lost by 20 in the first to Maria's. So it's a 9-pin lead for Maria Subs going that final string in a big match. John Winchell had a 122. Tim Tornado Douglas had a 123 for Maria's. Drywall Concepts led by Jeff Lapierre and Cayenne. Cayenne at a 130. And Jeff Lapierre at a 128 after a 94 first. Good comeback.
9 box, so heaven help me, I'm pretty sure that's a 7 box. I'll watch the pin setter very carefully on this one. Actually, just confirm my eyes. That pin did move over, didn't it? That 4-pin. Whoa. And nothing fell back there. Go figure.
Outlaw Rides tied 2 apiece with Spike's Chimney Sweep. Outlaw Rides won the first 581, 514. Spike's Chimney comes back with a 567, 559, 8-pin win. 2 points apiece. Outlaw Rides has the lead in the match. Andy Babineau at a 128. Grady Wood a 124 for Outlaw Rides. A 125 for Brad Best to lead his team for Spike's Chimney. Good for him.
Grady Wood and Pete Wood are cousins, I learned, by the way.
And Brad did not play the first string either. Other matches, Harry's All-Stars, New England Flooring. New England Flooring won the first, 575, 539. Harry's All-Stars wins this one, the second one, 595 to 565. That's 595, right? They didn't check off who won, but it looks like
7 box aside. What you got?
that's 595, isn't it?
26, 46, 71, 85, 95.
Yeah.
That adds.
So Harry's All-Stars gets a 2 points apiece. Both teams in trouble for the playoffs. Harry's All-Stars way behind. New England Flooring had a tough day yesterday. Let's see if they can bounce back.
Boyle, big drop and a 5-pin spill. Strike. Another late 5. 10-pin. How about you? Zalthal wishes he got the same. He's left the 5.
Harry's All-Stars led by Dennis Green, 126. Jay Cook, 125. Both out of Ryan's and Millis, Mass. New England Flooring, a 120 for Peter Crawford Jr. to lead his team.
Blank has blundered and Jamie Boyle has gained a mark for Kingswood. They now lead by an extra mark.
A couple want to leave you alone. Leave you alone.
Wah.
Bayes Road, Bolaram, we just mentioned that they lost 640 to 631 to X for the last match, down 4-0. The 5th seed coming in. They got a tough schedule here today. And I think we have one more.
Please. Ian, of course I know how to say Muscadabat. I don't need to practice Muscadabat Harbor.
I do. The Hatcheman against Academy Lanes lost 592, 544. Academy Lanes takes it to him in the chin, 620 to 524. The defending champs have only one loss, 2 points. They've lost. Aaron Awesome Fontana, 142. Charles Collins, the Terminator, 134. Josh Daly.
Spare for Doothright on
Daly,
strike.
Josh Daly, 121. For the Hatchman, a 122 for Peter Pereira. And you are up to date.
Ball standings available, and a half Worcester converted by Bugia opposite. Equalizes that mark.
We're going to have a long delay. We'll sign off after this match, after the third string, or the second. We're in the third now, actually, but the other match, because 13 and 14 broke down, they're finishing up their second string here now, still. Avon and Abel, the one we were supposed to cover it first. Oh, here's the Bob Lee radar gun.
Half Worcester for Doothright on this fill. The spare fill is 2. Reach around me if you must. I got to call this match, guys.
Sonia Johnson saying hi. Hello, Sonia. One of the best female bowls in the game today.
Bugia can gain on this fill, but it's just 3 more, 5 in all.
One of many.
Could gain on the fill here. Bugia, last thing he wants to do is go down the middle and create a dastardly one on the third ball.
But not Muttley.
And he's got a 3-pin. Do the Alicia Dixon laugh. Oh, just the 3, take it out on the right side. Eight box for Doothright, 47. How did Alicia Dixon get on America's Got Talent? Why wouldn't they have Americans judging it? Or have I lost track?
I'm
There's
going
the
to
10.
get the update to the score, Greg, the other match, and then finish up the second string.
Even from the beginning, Simon Cowell was like, yes, let's have another British guy. Let's just drop Piers Morgan in and just annoy everyone. Thanks for Howie Mandel, I guess. He's okay. I like him. I like the person. I just don't like him as a host. That's all. Ryder, the 1-2-10. Gasnave, 4 horsemen, and the 8-pin. I'll call this like Howie. This is a very important box. If Ryder can get the 1, 2, and 10, he pulls Kingswood ahead by an extra mark. That is not what we wanted to see. Now it comes down to this. And Gasnave gets the head pin. All right, enough of that. Eight box for Ryder. And a 9 for Kaz. Keep liking that video if you're logged in. Hit the like button, please, an odd number of times. You can't just keep spamming it or else you unlike it. Did I miss a sub? Travis Wallace in for Jamie Boyle. I'll swap that in. Thank you, Carol, for getting me caught up on that. I'll confirm. Sub check on Kingswood, please. Yeah, I think got a report that I missed one. 4 horsemen and the 9-pin for Kasnave. $3.10. Yes, good. Spare for Ryder. And head pin fluttered away. By the way, Will Gaunt is a continuation, thanks again, of that super chat. I'm referring to the Candlepins for Cancer scratch roll-off at Riverwalk. Yes, I'll be coming from Texas on the weekend of January 17th, 18th, but qualifying is from the 10th to 24th. And you can see that for yourself on candlepins4cancer.com.
Travis Wallace for Jamie Boyle.
Travis Wallace is confirmed in the second spot. Apologies in particular if I've had my eye down. I'm trying to watch the ball return as much as I can to see who's shuffling it around, so I'm at least alerted to a substitute. Thank you again, Carol, for your help with that. 7 pins up and an extra bonus ball for Corey Smith. Had been fluttered away. Still they mix here. 9-10 and a piece of wood sitting nicely back there. As if Kingswood needed more help at the moment. It's still a tight one, though. Graffam Flooring has not made this a blowout by any means. They scraped a point away, which is vital because Kingswood was only 2 back of first and 1 back of second. They're converted. 3-7-10. Does this wood puzzle work out for Graffam Flooring? High side of the wood, and nothing goes over to the 7. I think LaPierre might have wanted to go lower on that one in order to take it. Now 2 annoying pieces of wood are going to roll back and forth and form a annoying set of axles here. LaPierre probably just wants to go straight at it. Fine. Drives right through for a 10. Ball actually carried on straight back as it happens. And then the wood just didn't go satisfyingly into everything. Tied on pinfall, but here comes the first of 3 bonuses for Kingswood that they have open. Now 8 fill. Everything else, I got a thumbs up from Paul. I'm presuming the rest of the lineup is intact. Scott LaPierre, bundle of 5. Substitution window still open until box 7 begins, and never is a substitution allowed for a bowler on a mark. .610. Good. Corey Smith happy he flagged us down for this one. 18 and another one as the anchor starts to heat up again in string number 3. 234 through the first 2. LaPierre 241 through the first 2. Now a 10 box. So 4 marks to 1 for Kingswood Bulletproof, and now the string and match tilt in their favor even further. Closest to 300 right now at the moment is Jeff Gouillart right now, but even he would need at least 4 marks in order to get there. He's the top performer at the moment for Graffam Flooring. 7, 9, 10 for Poulin. Jeff Gouillart, of course, with that 139 in the second and 119 in the first. They're charting out wood here. Some would say Brooks is in his right to go ahead here if they huddle, but now creates a you go first, no you go first situation. But it is allowed to take a moment to consult with your teams. No rule against it. 9 and 10. But I think it's especially at the youth level where it's drilled go ball for ball. Even though I noticed during the CBA youth tournament, the bowlers were eager to go ahead, which frankly, I thought was refreshing. I know it makes it hard on the streamers when we're covering 2 disjointed strings, but the pair of lanes isn't really attached. Coxie, you're too tall for the pin cam. Get out of there. 10 and 10. I may be able to show you the tail end of that Avon Valley and Able matchup. I'll try my best to at least point the camera there. Realistically, I'm not sure we'll be able to interrupt or get scores in the usual way, but I'd be loath to deny you free bowling coverage one way or another. Maybe we could dub it later. Lots of possibilities, so little time. Brooks tips an extra 1. And he's against the 2-pinner of Poulin and a chance for marks for each. Graffam Flooring needs a swing here. They're down by effectively 4 marks. But the 2-pinners missed. And now Devin Brooks can make it a 5-mark lead. Already has the 2. He's been split, afflicted, and the plank is an easy cover, and Kingswood pulls further ahead. Match statistics right now. Marks are 32 to 39 now for Kingswood Bulletproof in the match. Pinning is within 2 overall in this match, even though we've seen it swing matches twice. Kingswood had more bonus pins, but lost on or tied on pinning rather, because Graffam Flooring made it up on the pinning. Southall, the 4 and 6. Right side. Oh, wood deflected on the way through. It's rolling back. I think that's way too weak to take it. Wallace can't fill more than that. He gets 7. So Travis Wallace threw that strike. Now he gets 7. Apologies for the missed call earlier. Sorry, Miranda, too, if you're watching. And a 10 box. We go against the 9 of Southall, who's hitting it out. Let's see what the delay was there on the reset. In any event, we're not the slow pair of lanes at the moment. Like I said, I would love that go alternately on the other machine. Didn't stop lane 12 from doing it. Why not wait? Why wait on lane 14? Headpin, get over 2, thank you. Ryan Southall trying to close this gap that's rapidly expanding. Wallace slowed down a little bit. He's got the 8-pin back there. No, he doesn't. Check that. Then Wood rolls off and stops the slow roll. This is really a must-make. Oh, that's not Ryan Southall. Spare for Graffam. Wallace has to settle for an 8-box here. Graffam hoping by substituting Lewis Graffam himself that maybe, just maybe, the tide will turn. Never in a million years would they substitute Jeff Bougier. He's the top performer across everyone in the match. Curls it in, curls across the face of it. 2, 4, 5, and 10. Deuce Wright has the 4 horsemen right. Now a straight line bowler against the hook baller, Bougia. Oh yes, great cut shot. Deuce Wright denied on a great bid, and Jeff Bougia makes up a mark for Graffam Flooring. That's now back-to-back collectively as a team. Nicely pinned out for 10. The horseman just betraying Deuthright. And Bougia, almost a very full shot. Something catapulted across to take it all. $15 pins and a bonus. It's now a 3-mark margin for Kingswood. Bougia again now in the head pin directly, and it's 5. 60 half. Again, he's going well. He's headed well and truly for 360s at this point. Ball goes straight down the middle. Deuthright with all that power. How is that 6-pin crippled yet not falling? Holy smokes. Now Wood's coming from behind, and if anything, it straightens it back up. 2, 4, and 6. Too soft on it for Bougia. And wide is Deuthright, who may have had a chance if he hit that 2-pin. We'll see. Wood rolled forward. Surprising outs by both. And it'll be 8 and 7. +1 to Kingswood. That could have been a little bit of a gainer here for Graffam instead. And Ryder and Kasnave. Stats in this string, pinning is within 1, so it's really the 3 extra marks by Kingswood that's making the difference. Kasnave, 1, 3, 6, and 8. Kaz, of course. I believe a member of the Friday Night Pro League, the weekly series of Friday night matches among pro bowlers in the United States. 9 fill for Ryder as it works itself out. Kaz wide of the head pin. Nothing's coming this way. I think the left side of the left wood takes it too. Just go right at it. Thank you very much. And another bulletproof mark. And for Kasnev. Graffam Flooring based in Limerick, Maine. They've got Facebook presence as well. There's Kasnev. 6-pack on the left. 2, 5, and 8. Ryder to the check mark right. He's only on the front triangle and no mark. Kingswood does not need it desperately. At the moment, they're headed for a 7-1 victory, and 3 pins just conceded opposite. Ryder +2 at least, and that's all. 71 through 6 for him, 63 through 6 for Kaz. Bucci is the only one currently on a 60 half. LaPierre could get one with a mark. Brooks and Ryder already have theirs, and Smith is a favorite to go 60 half as well. Can LaPierre become the second Graffam bowler to get a 60 half? Maybe. That wood is not terribly convincing, though, as he'll try to run the 1-4-7. Smith is this, the 3-4-6-8-10. Couple of diagonals. When's the last time you've seen that one? LaPierre. Whoa, this one's dancing. Did he find a way? He does. Apparently that's how that goes. Incredible bid by Smith, but no. His fill is 5 on that split, and Scott LaPierre for Graffam Flooring finds a way to will it down. 10 bucks made for the man who's got a perfect half here and had a perfect string on our stream in Mixed Worlds, Corey Smith. Who knew? Would you have gone there? Head pin taken and a 4-6. Tough break. This is smashed in by Smith as he tries to make the mark back. 25 pins still, but LaPierre does make it to that 64 half as Graffam Flooring tries to get another magical run of marks. Bucci and LaPierre both at 5. They need a little more help. They put in Lewis Graffam. Maybe engine number 2 will get started. Spare converted. That's one way. Scott LaPierre doing his part. Corey Smith cannot make.
Graffam Flooring hanging around. Only down 15 of the string. 25 of the string make it now. 35 of the match. They have 2 spares to 1 in their favor also.
That's right. So Graffam Flooring did gain 2 extra marks there. There was 4 marks to 2 in that last pair of boxes. So momentum back in their favor, but they trail by an effective 3 marks with 4 boxes to go. You can make up an average of 1 box per pair, you would think. That's plenty of time, if you can manage it. 1, 3, 5, 6, and 7. 2-pin wilts forward.
That's right. Do you see a dentist?
4-pin, a chance here for Poulin. Sean McDonald alongside Steve Poulin makes the mark.
Yeah, Sean McDonald got a bad break. He had bad toothache and stomach issues on Tuesday. He hasn't bowled since Tuesday. When the team competition started for that first match. Too bad.
We have to consider the human context of a lot of these teams. A lot of teams either running into sudden illness Dominic Palladino had a tough back issue, unfortunately, that sidelined him. That's why Harry's All-Stars is in the basement. Oakland Park is in the basement because they lost 2 of their best bowlers.
Justin Waters is
Even Corey Emerson making up the gap.
Sorry, Justin Waters had a shoulder issue yesterday, too. Hopefully he's better today.
For Academy, that matters.
They could go without him and still win, probably, the way they're bowling. They've lost one match, one string, actually.
They are a stacked roster.
They won the first 2 today.
There's the counter-argument to the common refrain of maybe the rosters should contract. There is that to consider. Injury and immigration and other logistical family issues that matter. Brooks converts.
The real deal, Devin Brooks.
And Poulin, that may be a misplay. It may just be a straight-up miss. Does not get it. Kingswood's advantage grows.
If they can get 7 points, they got to feel relief. They got a tough schedule coming up the rest of the way, pretty much.
Careful with everything. 9 box for Poulin.
So earlier, before the other match started, it never started actually. We went to this one instead. Went over the schedule. And for Kingswood in Division 1 here, they have Graffam, the 11 seed here. They got the number 1 seed, Drywall Concepts next, and then Birchall's Siding. Third match, and tomorrow they got the heavy hitters in a sense, Maria Subs and A+ Accounting. That's their 2 matches tomorrow. They got some work to do. They're in right now the 3rd seed as of right now.
Wallace tips out the 8-pin, the 2 and the 5.
The Drywall has split 2 points, their first 2 points. Maria's has split their first 2 points. A+ Accounting has split their first 2 points.
Oh, Steve Graffam. Sorry, I misidentified. Steve Graffam, that is.
Well, Lewis Graffam and Steve Graffam are the same person.
Huh?
They're the same person.
What are you talking about?
Is that Lewis Graffam?
No, Steve.
Yeah. He goes by Lewis's middle name, too.
Interesting.
Yeah. I had the same question. I'm like, why is he Lewis? I thought it was Steven. He goes, I go to my middle name, Lewis. So Lewis or Steve, either way. He goes by Lewis when he bowled the ACST last year out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Very good bowler, actually. Very, very good.
10 box. Pretty sure it was a 3 fill. I need to verify.
Maria Subs, by the way, they're pulling Drywall now. Drywall Concepts now 2-2. They're playing Birchall's next. A+. Our third match today on lanes 11 and 12 here. Our last match today on Candlepin Bowling Network and YouTube, separate broadcast. Tomorrow Maria's got Kingswood and Graffam.
Correction, Graffam on 65 right now. I'm just going to take the pin away from maybe the out, I guess. Covered by Wallace for the spare. I'll verify scores at 8 boxes anyway. Kingswood, of course, lopsidedly ahead.
Correct. Canada 5. The first day, they're under 500. They won the last 2 matches yesterday, 16-0. They won the first 2 strings today, 20-0 since then. They lead total. They lead early in the 3rd against Wreck and Roll. They have Team USA next, then Fenway Academy. Tomorrow they have Mass H and Stars and Strikes. So they have a decent, favorable schedule. Fenway will be the toughest match. Team USA, no easy slouch either.
That's a fascinating team.
Right.
A multi-provincial team full of some Candlepin 2 5-pinner bowlers and some former Candlepinners that have dragged 5-pinner bowlers. So we're seeing the adjustment again here from people who have been either away or just acclimating to our version of small ball is a fascinating development.
And Team USA is still in the hunt for a playoff spot. They got some great bowlers in their team. As a lot of these teams do.
Doothright, another 2-pinner as Kingswood tries to get an embarrassment of riches.
Birchall's running into trouble now. They got Graffam flowing next. They have Maria Subs on the other coverage. Our coverage later on today. Oh, I'm sorry, that's A+. A+ is Graffam next. They have Maria Subs, our last match today. They have Drywall Concepts tomorrow morning. Either one of the 2 seed or the 3 seed. They got Kingswood the last match tomorrow. So A+ will be tested. They've been struggling of late. They're 2-2 in this match today with Drywall Concepts. In a tight match. Yeah, Bob Lee, Duncan, MacDougall calling our YouTube channel. Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe.
Total and game both in Kingswood's favor at the moment. Second ball gets into the curtain for Bugia, and now he'll collect the 5-pin for the 9 box.
Our next match, Academy Lanes, number 1 seed, Able Evolve Realty. We just started their 3rd, so I'll get the update in the other string, Greg. Just a minute. Did I get the update in the other string yet? I don't think so, did I? I'll check that real quick. They're still in their third and fourth boxes.
I'm going to level you. I focus in on this every time you do that. The folks are obviously hearing it as well. I just got to focus on this one.
That's okay.
Thank you so much for getting all these updates, though.
Absolutely. Love to do it.
For our folks out there.
I hate sitting still. I feel sleepy when I sit down. I got to move around.
That tracks. By Phil, 80 through 7. Paul's the best, isn't he? Paul Grant's alongside me. I'm Greg Gouillart. Greg G, if you want. I frankly trust the Canadians a little better to pronounce the French name. It's been called Slime Pirate. Gouillart. Well, the emphasis on the second syllable. Gouillart. There you go. In case you cared, or you could just call me Greg G, and we can carry about the names that actually matter here. Ujia misses the head pin. Deuce right, 8. Den box for Jeff. He's got 86 through 8. 27 pins and an extra now. Fill rate, by the way, is 0.02 different. That is negligible at the moment. So 0.07 different now in favor of Kingswood if you want to split hairs. But realistically, Kingswood has actually averaged exactly 9 on their no-mark frames. Graffam actually is doing better. Considering they've had fewer marks, they're actually pinning better relative to that. And a strike for Kasnave. So if the match turns and they start getting marks here, that's going to pressure the Kingswood pinning all of a sudden. And the spotlight will be back on that. 7-10 for Ryder. Had that back-to-back marks. That broke up a drought. Oh no, the ball betrays him as it bounces in front.
Greg, another bad blow to Avon Valley Lanes. They were in the top 5 yesterday. There were 6 coming in at 22 and 26 tie with Spike's Chimney. Spikes has split their first 2 matches, first 2 strings with Outlaw Rides, the 3rd seed. But this one we were supposed to cover to the lane breakdown, Able Evolve Realty up 4-0. How about this one? The 2nd string for Able, 673 to 543. Ooh! A 158 from Billy Gillis, a 142 from Sean Bernard, and a 137 for Garrett Martin. Ryan Cox, a 122. Low man Glenn Murphy, 114.
Avon Valley getting the karma for dumping double strikes in Oakland Park.
Chris Curry, Matt Pickham, each at a 127 for Avon Valley Lanes, down 4-0, and probably not going to get total. We'll try to get 2 points in the 3rd. So
right.
we actually got the better match by default today.
Ryder 4 and 6. Yeah. Ain't that the way? Well, hey, it would have been fun to watch a pin explosion. You can if you're watching out of the corner of your eye.
So right now, Able is tied with Outlaw in the standings, 34 points each. But Outlaw Rides has one pinfall by less than 100 coming in. So pinfall is the tiebreaker. There are no roll-offs for any situation to get in the playoffs or number 1. It goes by total pinfall. Only in playoffs is overtime.
Kasnave spares on strike, and Graffam Flooring may be making a mini run here.
There's only been 2 ties, one in each division so far. Family Academy and Graffam Flooring coming in today. Then we have one now today with Graffam Flooring here in Kingswood. Bayers Road Bolorama in Oakland Park have one on day 1. We had a lot of exciting ones down to the last box for sure.
2 marks to 2. Glad I put that number there. Those smudges are all together there, the yellow triangular Canadian smudges. Just like you saw showcase, the proper way to score Canadian style is showcased on our Monday show. With little variants there, like little diagonal descenders from the marks. I guess it's regional or provincial where you have that little diagonal line bleeding down from the triangle of sorts.
Again, programming note, Academy Lanes defending champions, number 1 seed next on lanes 15-16 in Division 2 here. Division 2 rather, against Able Evolve Realty. Our final match on lanes 11 and 12, Division 1, A+ Accounting, 5-time champions against Maria's Subs. Our final match today on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Very important, after you subscribe free, hit that bell icon so you get notified once we start live, so you definitely get notified when we go live. Candlepin Bowling Network in high definition YouTube. Please tell your friends and family to subscribe also.
Sorry to hear, Ian, you couldn't make it. And sorry, Dominic Palladino, we couldn't see you here. Great to see you in chat all the same.
The Dominator. Hope you're feeling better, Dom. Great guy, great bowler, on the rise.
You don't have to say it in chat. Just we're wishing you well.
And thanks to those helping out Candlepin Bowling Network on Super Chat. We appreciate your generosity. Candlepin Bowling Network is free to subscribe. Super Chat, you can help us monetize Super Chat. If you can help us out, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. We were asked by some, hey, we want to help you out. How can we do that? That's one way.
Not a mandate, but we appreciate it because miles and miles
Never
in the car.
a mandate, yeah.
Back to Greg.
3 pins out for Smith. Of course, the more we get, the more we would love to, buy even more equipment, perhaps. I mean, what if I could have, what would be? I would love to have GoPros I could just mount on the bottom of the lanes there. I could have GoPros that would mount on the telescores as well, so we don't have to squint every now and then. There's a lot of ways we could play this if.
Just buy a new scoreboard system.
Yeah. YouTube is helping out as well. Give me some programming classes or.
You get all the scores, by the way, once the matches are over, about within 20 to 30 minutes after the strings are over. One's made way delayed because of this half-hour late start with lane breakdown.
Spare for LaPierre. He's got 3 marks in the last 4, and maybe, just maybe, I think the match is down to 1 mark, I would say.
Graffam flooring stunning. Kingswood Bulletproof.
We're in the fun zone again. We are fun maxing this match. I'll check scores.
Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook. Fairlanes, one word, Fairlanes. Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook for all the standings up to date after the match is over. Within about 30 minutes, they punch them all in first. They upload it on Facebook. Fairlanes Bowling for all the stats all week long after the matches are over. Again, be patient about 20, 30 minutes afterwards. We'll give the updates here as well. Back to Greg Gouillart.
Half Worcester for Poulin on box 9. Brooks about to fill down Mountain Road, and he's got a 3 fill.
Well, if down Mountain Road here, it's 9-3. You have to get the 936 pin.
Say again?
The address is 936. You have to punch the 9-3 and 6 pin for Mountain Road.
Yeah, you could take out that side saddle triangle or leave it. Heck. Now a pinning war develops here as Poulin gets a little unlucky on the head pin, and he's got a 5 box. Can Brooks gain? Not really, but it's 2. It is a gain. I mean, it's 2 pins. He wanted more, but now it's 9 pins minus a bonus. That's currently a lot for Graffam flooring, but they've got 9 boxes left to make up the gap. Total is in play, even though it's more firmly. It's really 2 marks ahead in that one. Not that much more.
Is Greg Packer on the stream? Casey McCool on the stream?
I've seen Packer. I haven't seen McCool yet.
Greg, hope you're feeling better out in Australia. I know it's the year 2025, and I think it's Monday afternoon there, I think, now. You guys are way ahead in the time zone. You think Newfoundland's only half an hour ahead of us. How about Australia, Greg Packer? Technically 14 hours. We always have a good banter about that. Greg's a cool guy.
Left side goes through. Graffam flooring makes their mark, and Devin Brooks would be hard-pressed to match it immediately. He cannot, and with his last box, he's got a pin here. And now I mentioned that Graffam flooring had a better pin rate. Now Poulin just tossed a 5 box there. That gave some of it back. There's been a lot of 10s though. How in the world he just made that 3-2 is beyond me. 9 box, 114, 336 for Devin Brooks. Poulin, with his exact bonus ball, is going to go north of that. What an interesting thing here. Yeah, pinning is still a good rate here. Graffam has left 2 fewer in the match. Kingswood is actually ahead by pinning in 1 in this string.
How many are watching Greg here live, do you know?
A shed load. I'll check later. I can't take my eye off this. 6 fill, 104 for Poulin. 3. Sorry, I was off on the math there. 6 more is 332. A 10 fill would have matched Brooks' 336. 2 pins minus. The mark was huge for Graffam flooring. They have the lead.
They're only down 12 in total.
Steve Graffam swapped in. He got that 1 spare, gave it back in the pinning, and here he comes in the 9th. Left it short, and he'll have to work for this one. Wallace on the lone open mark for Kingswood Bulletproof. Head pin, skinny mini, but 7-10, and he's got an 8 fill. Graffam back in there. Whoa, he took out the front triangle and nothing else. That's a bad break there.
That's parallel time. Doc Charles TV show reference.
Wallace balls goes straight back, nothing deflects into the 7. Captors dead in the action, and all the wood was aiming right. Nine box and 9, I do believe. That was a good out. I'm going to have to check on the score there. Actually, we'll check the replay as well, because that was some fluke there. Oh, and the ball went right into the curtain. That was the issue.
478, 468. Kingswood Bull up 10 in the string, double that in the match, 20. Down 2 spares to none for the
And
fourth
a
of the Bulls.
hammer here. Steve Graffam in the 10th. Welcome to the game. Wallace cannot break this split up. Graffam flooring in the lead for sure now.
And maybe in total as well, 3 marks to none.
Oh, 410. And where did all the wood go? Wasn't it there a moment ago?
And don't forget, Kingswood has a really rough schedule the rest of the way, pretty much, including 2 big ones tomorrow.
Travis jumps the ball a little to the right. What's a man to do in this spot? He'll put up a 9 or 10 pin lead here, but then 3 bonuses for Graffam to make it up. 9 box 106 for the player slot. Remember, Travis Wallace swapped in partway through. Before Graffam deals, let's have another look how we got to this point. He shrugs his shoulders and steps up.
Lewis Graffam, Stephen Fisher's name. He's really good. I told you, very good ball. Tough string his start, but big time in the 10th.
Graffam, thin, no double. On pinfall, Graffam still trails, but 2 more spare fills to come after this. They must be filled by Casnave and LaPierre, otherwise Kingswood Bulletproof can wrest the points right back. No more, he's got an 8 fill. Surprising to be sure, but the double pins would have been tough to get both of. Steve Graffam, I believe 101 for it all.
Close, close, close. Kingswood's lead is 1 in the string, 11 in the match. The 3 seed being tested by the 11 seed Graffam Florin. Graffam 2 marks to none also.
Yes, 101 and 104, 114 confirmed rather. Or no, 104, sorry. 104 and 101.
Got Bob Lee standing by if we needs to talk.
You handle the distractions, Paul. I got to do this.
Okay.
4 horsemen in the 9 pin for Gouillart. You can budge past me, otherwise I don't want to hear it. Honestly, strike, tooth right. Kingswood gets their mark. They're down by 2 marks, and Sean Toothright gets one back. Double obviously takes an instant lead. Even a spare here would be good. Does Gouillart have a shot at this one? Good effort, but it's just a sidewall glance that takes it, goes in front of the 4-7. Susan from Nova Scotia, good to see you. What a match you're in here for. One that Cosmic Forces propelled us to, and what a treat we have after our scheduled feature match fell through. 9 box, 1 more shot at how Sean Toothright tears into this one. Whew. 2 pins, minus a bonus still. Sean Toothright, 20 box. Would give Kingswood Bulletproof a championship franchise more vital match points as they try to hold on to the top spot. 7 fill to star. You see the 8 pin poking out back there. Gouillart. Sean the Bomb Toothright. Is that a real? Ian, I trust you. Is that his nickname? We'll have to ask him ourselves. 1-3-10. No. Toothright. Does he get a 20 box? No, but the fill is 9. More work to do for Kingswood Bulletproof as they try to claw back into this one. Question of a stick on this one. 11 pins minus 2 bonus pins. 10 for Gouillart. 10 for Toothright. Holy smokes. We've got 11 pins. One of the Graffam bowlers just popped on over to see.
4 bucks to go. 5-16, 5-05. Kingswood Bulletproof hanging on for dear life. Up 11 in the string, 21 in the match. The 4th and 5th bowls coming up next are both on spares. Nada on Bulletproof side. They may need some bullets to get through here. Some big strikes or big spares. Kaz, only 2. On the spare. Break for Kingswood, 95 through 8. Chris Ryder, 90 through 8.
I got it from here.
Okay, you got it.
Jazz, no! 6 pins minus a Graffam mark. This still should go either way, and now a question of pins. Ryder would probably do well to go triangle 6.
Yeah, I would think so.
10. Sorry to do the analysis for you. That's a step on you as well.
That's okay.
Ryder. He sticks. Gets just 1 for 7.
He went for the 3, but missed the object pin. That's a swing. It's a 3-pin lead for Kingswood Bulletproof. 13 in the match, and they're down a mark.
Yeah, so now Graffam is ahead, basically.
Graffam fighting for 3 points and hopefully 5 for them. Kingswood's trying to hang on, get 7 points. They got a brutal schedule, including A+ accounting and Maria's tomorrow.
Yeah, scores are confirmed.
Back to Greg.
Through the 8 boxes anyway. I'm pretty sure I got the rest right as well. Kazanev in a 3-pin minus situation. He's got Scott Lapierre waiting on the wings for his fill. Can Kaz add on with the 2-pin, the 1, 4, and 7? Ryder. And pin smashed! 9 into 5, and Kingswood gets a mark right back. And a wood puzzle for Kazanev to respond with. Graffam holds if he marks, and he does! And if he fills, that was a great shot. The hammer first by Ryder.
That could save him total. And maybe the string.
Yep. Bottom top was reversed on the scoreboard. My apologies. We were transitioning here. Kazanev, 4 filled. Now you see the reality. It's a close match. Graffam does not take advantage of that extra spare response. Ryder has work to do. 2, 4, 7, 6, and 10. And it's a box 8. And it's a fill of 8. By the way, I got the Kaz fill wrong. Kazanev only a 2 on that one. Let me double check. John's yelling at me it's 120 for him.
They have now for 119.
You have him for 119? Okay, so I'm too high somehow. Okay, I'm going to mark that accordingly. Thank you all for the chat. Yep. Don't. Yep. I got it. Thank you very much. Lapierre's spare fill is 7. Now we see the reality. Kingswood ahead by apparent 3 pins. We'll confirm here. Add pin 2 and 6 for Smith. Kingswood ahead by 3 pins. 5, 9, and 10. All scores unofficial, but this is what we show. We show Kingswood Bulletproof.
Kaz and Store confirmed 119, Greg.
Got it?
3 great strings.
And a spare here. Corey Smith makes his mark. Kingswood further ahead now. And Scott Lapierre gets a 9 box.
Kingswood's going to win total now, more than likely, unless Lapierre can double strike somehow and fill big. Kingswood 4 in the string, 14 in the match. Here we go, final box. Recorded that half was the 2 box to tie the first.
I figured out the issue. Thank you, chat. I got the wrong fill in the 8th as it happens. Split for Lapierre, 3 and 10. Smith has made his mark. 4 pins. This fill is huge, and Kingswood Bulletproof have won this final string in total. 7-1 victory.
They've got to feel relieved.
Graffam flooring sent them for a ride. But in the end, unless Corey Smith throws a 4-ball frame, it's all over, baby. A 7-1 victory as Lapierre did have a spare in the 10th. Fallacy of the predetermined outcome, ignore that. And a matching mark as well, why not? Great shooting by the anchors. Scott Lapierre into the 370s surely, and Corey Smith a chance at 360. What a finish. Mark aside, it's all over. We can put it on the board. 7-1 for Kingswood Bulletproof. They were back, one back of second and two back of first coming into this. A great development for them. Fooey, we'll just leave it there. Scott Lapierre, 132 and a 373. And three more for Corey Smith, a 121 and a 355. I'm going to confirm scores here, and we'll get into this.